Hello, everybody, and welcome from Allianz Cloud in Milano. We are ready for the Stihl Timbersports World Championship 2025. And if I say we, of course, I mean Troy Mannering and Matt Slingerland. Guys,
how's it going?
Awesome to have you here. What can we expect from today?
I think we're going to expect some fireworks, aren't we?
Definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we got a bunch of teams that are really looking good. We saw some upsets earlier on. It's going to be a fun competition today, and especially considering now that we're getting into the elimination aspect of the competition, it's going to make it even more exciting for the audience and for us as well. So you're going to see some fireworks in here too, I think.
Matt, last year you went home with the silver medal for the US. This year the big favorites again are Australia. What will it take to beat Australia today?
Yeah, it's going to take a perfect run. That's just it. They almost broke the record in the time trial, so that says it all. So, yeah, every person's going to have to do their job to the best of their ability.
Talking about everybody having to do their job, Troy, what is your job today?
Oh, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the aspect of you two guys doing everything properly instead of me just, you know, talking the whole time. I'll try and keep it exciting for the guys out there in TV land, and, you know, I'm going to make the speed calls on all of the action that you see on the screen today. And then, of course, Matt's going to keep us honest and make sure that what I said wasn't complete and utter garbage. And, of course, Floaty is going to drive the bus.
I'm going to try to do so, but as you can see behind us in Milano, things are going wild. We've got a beautiful light show. People already crazy in their seats, and we haven't even started yet. Is that what makes the Stihl Timbersports World Championship so special?
Yeah, it's spectacular. It's always top-notch, and yeah, being on that stage gives you goosebumps. Just thinking about it, I get it. So the fans are going to be loud, I know that, and it's going to get everybody hyped. And so I'm excited to see what they can bring.
Well, let's see how hyped the people are. And now we're going live to the stage in Allianz Cloud Milano. Let's see what's happening there. A lot, I can promise.
Milano. I said, buonasera, Milano! Hello to everyone, my name is Zora and I will be your host in the arena for the Stihl Timbersports World Championship 2025 in the Allianz Cloud Arena in Milano. Today is the day one, the theme competition. The competition is about to start in a few minutes, but now I would like to introduce some very important person. Adesso vi presento e vi introduco un paio di personaggi importanti con un grande applauso, iniziando dai direttori sport globali. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Global Sport Director from Great Britain, Spike Milton. Facciamogli un grande applauso. The Global Sport Director from the USLP, Nathan Waterfield. E adesso introduciamo i giudici. And now the judges. Judging from Great Britain, Andy Hall. E sempre giudice dall'Italia, Alberto Corbetta. And now if you watch on the video on the gondola, you can see the video judges. So please put your hands together for Mr. Radu Casacco from Romania and Shul Jensen from the Netherlands. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Spike. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Alberto. Grazie mille. Questi sono i giudici, questi sono i Global Sport Director, but I will not be alone here on stage and behind the stage, beside the stage for the team competition. Please welcome She's a member of Italian women's national team in Timbersports, Marta Poletti. Hello, Marta.
Hello.
Okay, just tell me one thing. How is the sensation, the emotion to be here with this wonderful crowd?
It feels amazing. The Italian crowd is always so warm, and can't wait to see what's going to happen tonight.
Facciamo un altro grande applauso a Marta! Okay, Marta, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and now is the moment to go into the competition to introduce you to 18 teams, starting the first team in alphabetical order. Please put your hands together for our members, Team Austria.
L'Austria.
Again, Team Austria, Österreich.
And the next team is going to be Team Belgium.
Il Belgio. One more time for Belgium, la Belgique. From across the ocean, please welcome Team Canada.
Canada. Ancora una volta il Canada.
Stanno arrivando i team migliori al mondo, sono i 18 migliori al mondo. Adesso altro team europeo della Mitteleuropa, Team Cechia.
La Repubblica Ceca.
The Czech Republic. Et maintenant, élevez-vous pour l'équipe de France.
La Francia.
Team France.
And next, we're going to have Team Great Britain.
La Gran Bretagna.
Great Britain. And now we have Team Germany.
La Germania. Team Deutschland. And now it's your turn for Team Hungary.
Ungheria.
L'Ungheria.
Now, Team Ireland.
Facciamo un applauso l'Irlanda. And now, please welcome the Netherlands.
I Paesi Bassi, un grande applauso. And now, let's say welcome to the New Zealand team.
Facciamo un applauso a un team giovane, Team New Zealand. And now a historical competitor, Team Poland.
La Polonia.
Welcome Polska.
Now, let's welcome Team Romania.
Ed entra la Romania. And one, I guess, with a lot of supporters making some noise from there. Please welcome Team Switzerland.
La Svizzera.
La Svizzera.
And now, big applause for Team Sweden.
Facciamo un applauso ancora per la Svezia. And now, please welcome one of the strongest teams in the world, the United States of America.
Gli Stati Uniti.
USA. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please get a look and watch the gondola, watch the video wall, because we have a video for you.
And they will be going up against the champions from 2014 through to 2017, Team Australia.
We are getting to witness Australian cutting. We are witnessing not the greatest wood chopping that has ever happened.
They will go up against the machines from Australia.
It's ridiculous. That is not far off the world record. World record! They've broken the world record and they are repeat world champions. It is all to be decided right now.
And this is the team to beat. 9 times world champions, going for the 10th title, 5 times world champion in a row, the world record holders, Team Australia! L'Australia, i più forti al mondo! But now we are in Milano at the Allianz Cloud Arena for this World Championship, and once again, watch the gondola, watch this video.
Italy is also in the house, representing their country.
The national pro champion for Italy. A lot of hopes resting on his shoulders for the Italians.
It sure is.
Just 1 second can cost you win.
We're strong, we are a great team together.
But struggled in previous contests.
Why there is the risk of a DQ here.
It's win or go home.
And these guys getting into the blocks right away. Oh, look at that, a personal best.
And boy, that was quick. It was very close. You can see how tightly contested this one is between these two teams. It's going to be a close one. It looks like it might be Italy. No!
I think we will see something really good for us.
Vogliamo sentire tutta Milano, vogliamo sentire tutta l'arena, e il team di casa, sono le asce di casa, i muscoli italiani. Team Italia! Il campione italiano Michel Perrin.
Andrea Rossi, capitano.
Michael Delpin.
Alessandro Ciapponi, mio marito.
Alberto Fumagalli.
E Mattia Quaker.
Il rookie. Team Italia! And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Italy, performed by Simone Bernini. Goes all the top 8.
That was beautiful, guys. Really enjoyed that. What an opening. We saw 18 teams, but only 16 go into the knockout round.
Yep, we do have the last chance final coming up. 4 teams that were at the bottom of the list during the time trials. A couple of surprising ones in there. Have to battle. Top 2 teams will then move into the round of 16. And we'll get into the real fun stuff then with the knockouts as we motor through this competition here in the Team World Championships. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait.
Ready for that? Well, hopefully we'll get the list up on the big screen right now for you. So here comes the competition format.
The Stihl Timbersports Team World Championship format. In the team competition, teams of 4 each have to compete in a 4-discipline relay. The order of the disciplines during the team heat is as follows. First up, stock saw, followed by underhand chop, then single buck, and finally standing block chop. Each discipline is executed by a separate team member, and the subsequent discipline can only be started after the previous discipline has been completed. The overall time for a team only counts after finishing the last discipline. Starting a discipline too early will result in a 15-second time penalty. The team competition demands the utmost concentration, endurance, and precision, and the teams have to plan their efforts strategically over the course of the rounds. First, they have to show their skills in a time trial. Only the top 12 teams from the time trial will make it directly to the round of 16. The remaining slower teams from the time trial are relegated to the last chance round. In this round, they need to complete 1 heat, and only the 4 fastest teams from the last chance round advance to the round of 16. The rest are eliminated from competition. In the round of 16, the knockout phase of the competition begins. Here, the fastest teams from the time trial will face the slower teams in reverse order. The teams now continue to compete in the knockout system through the quarterfinals and semifinals. The losers of the semifinals will fight for the bronze medal in the small final. After this, the top 2 teams will compete one more time to see who takes the Team World Championship title.
So now that we know how it works, let's take a look at the results of the time trials.
Australia blisteringly fast again. Matt, you mentioned
Unreal.
earlier they almost reached the world record time in the time trials, which is really unusual.
Yeah, I said that's not looking good because normally you're just going for a safe run, and there they go with a world record. So it's like, what do you do at that point? You know?
Almost, not there
came
yet.
close. But I mean, they were up against the U.S. in that time trial as well. And although it did only have to do with the timing, there's a little bit of that rivalry there as well, right?
Yeah. The folks at home can't see the stuff that happened earlier, but U.S. had a little bit of trouble on that single buck and just caused them to have a little bit slower time coming in. So there's something to fix, something to work on.
He is a believer, isn't he?
Yeah.
I have to be a believer.
Well, the 4 teams fighting for their last chance are Netherlands, Romania, Hungary, and Ireland. And of course, these 4 teams are going to be the first that we're going to get to see.
Yeah, Netherlands struggled a little bit there. I was kind of surprised to see the Netherlands end up in this last chance qualifier because normally we're seeing them in a little bit of a higher level. I mean, among the top 10, sometimes a little bit below the 10 mark, but I haven't seen them down in this position quite a long time. And there you go, last chance teams up on the screen right now.
So, Matt, any predictions? Netherlands versus Romania and Hungary, Ireland. So who do you think we're going to see in the last 16?
Yeah, I got to go with Netherlands and Hungary there. It's, good choices. They have some strong choppers on those teams, and I think they had some single buck trouble earlier, so maybe they get that straightened out, speed up a bit.
Well, it's great to find out if our expert really is an expert today with all these predictions.
I think that's a safe
I'm
bet.
going 2-0 right now, 2-0.
2-0, all right. I'm gonna run with the Netherlands and Ireland. We'll see. Maybe my dark horse will jump in there and chop and cut.
I like it.
Cross our fingers.
I got to go for the favorites to start out. You know, get warmed up, and then I start going USA, USA.
All right.
So let's find out what's happening on stage. Oh, I can hear they're warming up the stock saw.
Yeah.
One of your favorite disciplines.
Yeah. The stock saw has always been my favorite to do on the team. Done a couple of the different events. I've done single buck and underhand as well. But stock saw, it just takes a lot of technical technical and focus. And so with that, you just have to lay it down and be consistent.
And it's the start into the competition, so I think it's nice to be ahead. It gives you that extra confidence.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be behind, from the very beginning. So
you have to have a strong start to the race to get it going.
You're the first guy
sure.
with with the baton in the hand to get that race going, right?
Yep. Biggest shoes to fill.
Okay, so these guys are going to be really nervous now because this is their last chance.
Yeah, really, it is all on the line for the teams that are coming up now. So if they can get into that round of 16, then there is always a chance they can make it to a podium. Realistically speaking, they got a lot of work in front of them, but stranger things have happened, right? We've seen complete breakdowns throughout competitions before, and teams we never expected, or athletes we never expected to be in high positions were, up there in among the top 10, top 5 in some cases.
Really nice to see Redmond Knoll. Always feels like he's got no pressure at all. This is the last chance, and he walks in, he has a smile on his face, fist bumps his opponent.
But I'm not, that's the outward appearance, but I think there's a storm going on inside Redmond. He's been spending a bit of time in Australia and New Zealand training, making sure that he's really up on, every aspect, because, he wants to be a world champion eventually as well. He wouldn't mind bringing his team along for the ride. And he's been on fire the last couple, 3 years.
True.
So
he's been on big stages and he's seen it all. So let's see what he can do here. But like you said, he's going to be pretty calm, I think. He's getting to do the second event and already did it once today. So kind of get the nerves out.
Oh, look at his face.
Yeah, Lionel Marinicha. I mean, he is ready on that block for the underhand. It looks like it's going to be Karol Palfi for Romania on stock. And I think that we've got Edwin Doost for the Netherlands on stock saw. So let's see how these two guys go. And you're going to keep a close eye on this one as well.
That's right.
Also, guys, not to forget, it's about the best time here. It's not who wins the duel in the last chance, but it's the two teams with the two best times that go into the round of last 16, and then we start the knockout rounds.
All right, good start by Edwin Doost, looking like he's got a pretty good cut, but I think maybe, it's Karol Palfi with a little bit faster cut, and that gets them going on the underhand chop a little bit faster than the Netherlands, but looking for Redmond Knoll to have a good cut here. He's already on the other side and getting through that second side, moving on to...
You see the big slabs coming out. It's got to be pretty good wood up there. So
yeah, it's a nice cut there for Redmer as well. And they've gone over to their single saw. Now it looks like Eugene Heras is struggling a little bit to get the saw started. It's even worse on the Romanian side as they've just gotten it going, and Eugene has got the flow. It's not looking like a super fast cut for him, but it's starting to, get to the bottom. The flow is there, but we've seen faster cuts on that single saw, haven't we?
Yeah, everybody's been struggling with this single today, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody can figure it out.
Ben Terpstra for the Netherlands. It looks like it's Botan Noij on the other side, or is that, no, it's Lionel Marinicha. Netherlands has got a bit of an advantage here, but Romania coming from behind and moving on to that second side quite quickly. One more driver should do it. Oh no, he's got a bit of a hook. And it's the Netherlands. That's going to be 123. Yeah, there's the adjustment really quickly. 124.54. And Romania struggling. There's a big split in the log, which takes away a lot of power from those drivers. If correct me if I'm wrong there.
Yeah, no, that's right. And you could see the front. He missed a couple of hits there. It looked like maybe didn't have his drivers in too good. And so when he turned to the back, he had a lot of work to do and just shorted it a bit. So you get a little bit of split and can't drive it off.
Now, you mentioned that the audience at home didn't get to see that, but earlier on we had those splits on a couple of logs as well for our time trials. It's just, it's tough to watch that because you can see the axe hit and then the whole block moves before you see the actual cut go in.
Yeah, sometimes the guys get a little nervous, might move their hands. So sometimes that just affects the way the axe goes in.
All right, so right now the time to beat is the Netherlands, 1:24.23. Theoretically speaking, the next two teams that come up, both of them, if they have very good times, could be the two teams to move on to the round of 16. Maybe pick this apart a little bit for us here, Matt.
Yeah, it looked like they were pretty smooth on the stock saw here. I think they're a bit slow today. Maybe that's the wood, just being a bit fresher. Go to the underhand, they both had good flow all the way through, so they're pretty even going into the single buck here. You can see there, he's just trying to drive it off, maybe didn't reach down quite enough. But then they just pull ahead here. It's just, everybody's been struggling with this single buck a bit, and you're gonna see him hang here in a second, I believe. He might be running just a bit too much angle, and sometimes that causes, there it is,
oh,
just
wow.
hang that raker on the far side.
Yeah, that was Sebastian Ulici, Sebi.
And so just allowed the Netherlands to step right in, make a smooth cut, and move on.
Big Ben Terpstra, the guy's like 2 meters 40 tall. He's huge. Oh, that
and
little
it just
string,
hung up just a little bit. Luckily, it didn't affect him too much, but yeah, you'll see the guys just step down a little bit in the back and not have enough wood to drive into, and stuff like that happens.
Yeah, the final driver there from Botan Neuch from Romania, not quite hard enough, but got it through, and so we have two times in the books. Team Netherlands with the time of 1:24.23 as a time to beat. So let's see how Hungary and Ireland do when they come out for their last chance qualifier.
We saw Hungary struggle a little bit. I think they got a time penalty earlier in the single buck. So again, that trend keeps rolling, but we'll see what happens here.
And you mentioned Seamus Ryan from Ireland has been to every single World Championships there's ever been here.
So you know that they got a seasoned vet on the team. That's
they
right.
do, they do. There's the young lad, Bencha Strubel, Benchy. Gavin Thompson on the underhand here.
And he's been training a lot, going all over the world, and it'll be interesting to see what he can bring to this underhand.
Yeah, no, see on the single buck, he's a rookie. I've seen him perform a lot of times also at the Dach Championship, so he's very focused. He's really good. He had a bit of an unlucky last stroke in the time trials, but I wouldn't underestimate this guy. So let's see what he's capable of and handling the pressure, of course, at his first World Championship.
It's quite a young team too, Hungary.
Let the games begin.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, a bit of a misgrab there by Zoltán Bosó from the Hungarian side. Looks like a nice clean cut though by Patrick Fitzpatrick from Ireland as they send it over to the underhand chop. Now remember, the time to beat here is 1:24.23 set by the Netherlands.
Getting a little sticky there. Got to keep the pace on if they want to match that.
Gavin Thompson onto that second side, right along with Bencha Strubel.
You can see where he just missed those chip hits a bit, cost him a little bit of time.
And Adem Urban, Ochi.
Oh, he's doing.
Ochi going for
really
it.
good here. Oh man,
I told
Hungary.
you, I told you. He's
Now,
a big, big talent.
Give that kid some spike shoes and we might not see his feet slipping all over the place so much, right?
Yeah, the youngest to ever compete here, I think.
And he was so proud carrying that flag, so
so great.
There's a good chance we'll see him compete in the round of the last 16 if they keep
They can hold it
rolling.
together, I think. Yep.
Yeah, Zoltán looking good though. He's already moved on to the second side of his block, so This is a very good chance that we might have two very good times here.
Flat.
And we may well see, oh, it's coming
Gotta
close.
keep the slope. Should have went one up. There it is. Get it off. Oh, and he didn't make it.
Okay, they're definitely faster than Romania.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we have the Netherlands and Hungary will be moving on. The Netherlands with their time of 1:24.23. The Hungarians have a 1:28.17. That's unofficial at the moment, but it doesn't look like it's going to change too much. So that was a nice run by Hungary, and actually a pretty impressive single saw.
Yeah, super impressive single saw. I haven't got to watch him cut much, but man, he had no problems at all getting through that. It just unfortunately fell apart in the standing there. You saw a lot of miss hits, and sometimes us athletes, we get hard-headed and just think we can drive off anything, and you can see there it didn't work out for him.
I don't want to say I told you that she's going to be the one taking those look at, but brilliant. It must be so cool as a rookie to get that performance in and to know you're competing in the round of last 16 at the Stihl Timbersports World Championship. Fantastic.
Yeah, and to do so well.
So that means Hungary is going to go up against Australia.
Yep.
And the Netherlands will take on your guys.
Should be interesting. It'll keep him honest, that's for sure. Oh, it looked like he hit the bottom of the log there. Yeah, everything was going good for Hungary there, just until the standing block. You can see he overcut his top there, the big space in the top. It's got to cost a couple of seconds.
This was the young man that we were both pretty well impressed by. He's got long legs, and he really utilized those legs. So, like I said, give him some spikes, and he's got another advantage.
Yeah, it looks like he's been putting the work in for sure. It was a great cut, one of the best I've seen today, honestly. But you can see there, he just doesn't have any slope. He didn't put enough on his up hits, no slope there either. So when you can't get slope, then you can't sever the log. It just doesn't work out.
It's almost like you're cutting new material every time, so you're just wasting your time on it.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, especially the miss hits in the downside there. So
just look at the crowd; they're loving it.
It's a beautiful thing to see. Us athletes love that.
And the Hungarian fans, you know, they're passionate about their teams.
So there's the final brackets. That's what we've been waiting for. Like you said, Troy, before. These two teams proceeding to the round of 16. Not easy opponents, to be honest.
To say the least.
Yeah.
You're into tools and tech? Craving key facts, hands-on deep dives, and compelling tests? This is where your curiosity meets clarity. Stihl, focus on. Watch now on YouTube.
Wow, we are ready for the knockout round. So now it's not about times, it's about winning the race.
Yep. Win or go home.
Win
That's
or
when the
go
real
home.
action happens.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, I was just going to say, this is when it gets interesting because there's a little bit of that gameplay also upstairs between the two teams as they come out. They'll get up there, and you know, you're focusing on your job, but out of the corner of your eye, you can often see what's happening on the other side of the stage, and you know, geez, I got to work a little bit harder here, and maybe you make a mistake, and you're thinking things through. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong on this one, but
yeah,
it
you can definitely feel it, and so if you get behind, that can play in your head a bit, and I think the strongest athletes, what makes them great is just maybe knocking out that noise a bit, you know?
And there's our heats. We've just shown you the round of 16. Let's get it started, guys. Germany versus Switzerland.
Now we saw in Team Germany, Danny Martin was on the single saw earlier on, which is surprising. Normally we're seeing him on the underhand chop. So they made a little bit of changes. Seems to work out for them though. And you can see the personal bests of both these teams are pretty close, you know, under a minute. So with the adrenaline pumping, the question is between two fairly strong teams from the European side, What's your thoughts on who's going to take this one, Matt?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really close race. I think advantage stock saw goes Switzerland. I've seen him train myself personally, and so he might give them a couple of hit lead. We'll see if he can hold on to that through the race.
I'm totally with you. I was in the training camp with the guys, and in every race against USA or Canada, this is where Switzerland took the lead. He is so consistent. It's unbelievable. It seems like he's a, I don't know, a bot.
You have to have a passion for it, and he clearly does. Yeah, he's just done it so many times, it's automatic for him. So,
sorry, I was just going to say, I feel like this one's going to come down to, because obviously the stock saw is going to play a big role, but I feel like this one is going to come down to who can get to the single buck fastest, and that's going to be the race that determines how we're going to finish this one off.
That's right.
Because we got a couple of good stock sawyers. I mean, Danny Martin, unexpected on stock saw, but he can definitely do it.
Yeah.
And then we've got Marcel Steinkemper going up against Christoph Geisler. I mean, we got two different generations battling on the underhand chop.
And we'll see.
So that should be quite interesting. And I know that Marcel Steinkemper has been working hard on that underhand to make sure he's on point. Here we go.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
So there goes Bühler.
Yeah,
quick.
Florian Hagel got right into it. Blah! Holy smokes, folks! Severin Bühler just killed that one, but they got onto the underhand chop, and now here, this is where it's going to get interesting. A big stick for Christoph Geisler, and it's already, we see Marcel Steinkemper onto the other side of that block, working on that second side. He's a big, strong man, and he looks very fit this year as well. You can never call out Christoph Geisler, though. Look at that cut through. Fantastic from Geisler, and he is through, and Steinkemper's got to get back up there. Huge problem for Team Germany right now as the elimination looms for them, and it is...
But Danny Martin never gives up. Danny Martin never gives up.
No, he is an absolute fighter all the way to the bottom. Last little push there. He shortcut it to get through there. And now it's going to come down to Danny Fieldet up against Oli.
Talk about drama.
Oli Reinhardt, Danny Fieldet on the other side of his block, going to try and catch up with Oli Reinhardt.
Whoa!
So good.
Oli Reinhardt did it. 105.88 is their time. And Danny Fieldet is going to keep cutting his way through there to get that time. They still need those points in the position, but it is Team Germany eliminated by Team Switzerland here. What a run, and an unfortunate underhand chop for Germany. We're going to have to look back at that. You need to pick that one apart for us.
Yeah, that's right. It looked like maybe I had just trouble driving it off, thought it was there, and then it wasn't. So you make a call like that, and any call, split decision seconds, you
very
could
impressive.
cost you the race.
What a great run by Christoph Geisler. And he never ceases to amaze. At one of the oldest competitors out there, he is still absolutely part of the show, fit, and you got to watch him every time.
And the winner is Team Switzerland.
Look at Oli Reinhardt.
So happy.
Yep.
Yeah,
fantastic run.
Smooth runs, that's what it takes.
Yep. So here we are in the knockout rounds. That's what it's all about. Beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to say about this, Matt, because that was an amazing stock saw. By both these guys, but Severin Bühler. I mean, really.
Yeah, beating somebody by a second in a one-cut race is just unreal. Just helps your team get off to an easy lead. Like you said, the experience in the underhand really helps. He could just cut it off right nice and clean. You're looking at an underhand race that's just pure strength versus pure precision. So you can see that it just didn't work out for Germany that time. He was going really good. It looked like they were going to take that strong lead, and he just couldn't get it off. And Danny just was too far behind. He's a strong single bucker, but there's nothing you can do about it at that point.
Yeah, Pierman Gnadinger for Switzerland had a really nice single saw as well. He was clean, and look at the celebration from Oli Reinhardt. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. And there's some really passionate Swiss fans in the audience. They were here in front of the booth earlier on, having a good old giggle.
Yeah.
Danny Fieldet with that final driver, unfortunately not enough, and the Germans get eliminated. Too bad. But great job by the Swiss side.
And we just keep moving on. Belgium versus Czechia. That's our next heat in the round of last 16.
Tough call here. Really well-matched teams. Belgium always can surprise you, you know. Koen Martens, like he leads that team with passion and you know, with his heart on his sleeve. Matthias Klima, the young guy for the Czechia. He's the up-and-coming new blood, and everybody's kind of stepping in behind him and saying, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, another guy that has traveled all around the world, really put the time in, wants to be great, and hopefully he'll show you that here.
Yeah, he's not here for fun and games.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't come here to ride the rides. He came here to win.
Belgium has a ton of potential coming up through their ranks as well. I mean, led by Koen Martens, he is the Belgium champion. There we see Matthias Klima. He's a big, strong kid.
And they've switched him up. He was cutting underhand a couple years now and switched him to the anchor. See how that plays out for him.
I mean, he's one of those guys I think you can put in pretty much any position there, and he's going to do well. We saw him do a great job at the European Championships, the European Trophy.
Yes.
And you know, he was going from one discipline to the other, and absolutely killing it. There we see on the left-hand side Camille van Reemdonk.
Oh, that's
what a beast.
The young guy there. I mean, you know, he is the new generation, the new talent that's coming up. Absolutely a multi-talent, but you put that guy in this situation, he's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, those are the guys you need on your team, you know, really get you fired up.
Okay, gentlemen, warm up your swords.
So we should have Martin Kalina on single saw for Team Czechia.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Belgium renowned for their stock saw as well. They've had some really good stock sawyers in the past, and oh, not this time though. It was a bit slower for Belgium as Czechia got to the underhand chop quite quickly. Looks like Zdeněk Maras is on the underhand and onto that other side, moving quickly through that block as
look at Camille.
Koen Martens getting some support from Camille as he sends the sign over. But right now, Czechia looking really good, but Belgium doing a great job to catch up. Oh, a huge sticky saw there for Belgium. Martin Kalina just hammering away at that saw. Oh, he pulled it through. And now
we'll see what Matthias can do with it.
Goes over to Matthias.
Looks like a good 8-hit front, nice and safe.
Oh, but Camille, he's
just going for it.
Yeah, Camille's
risking everything.
He hates that block. He hates it. He hates it. He hates it. Matthias.
Oh, a little stick at the end for Matthias.
Oh, 104.27 for Matthias. That's a great time as well. And Camille van Reemdonk a 110.27 to finish it off. So a real nice effort. A little bit slower on the stock as expected, because normally Belgium's really, really solid in the stock saw cut, but this time they just didn't have it there.
Yeah, and you start out with a no lead, you're in trouble, I tell you that.
That's
especially
exactly
against a team
what
like Czech Republic. So
best time we've seen so far in the round of 16. Well done, guys.
the young man there just couldn't reel him in. Oh, under review.
Interesting. So what are we talking about? A cut line or a jump start for a transition?
Yep, those are really the only two ways you can.
Yeah. So Belgium is the side that's under review at the moment. It's kind of a moot point, actually, because the only thing that can happen is they can lose some more time, and that will just mean that it's, oh, both.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused. So now it looks like we're going to have to go back to our competition control center, and Shul Janssen and Radu Kasaku, our judges, will confer with them over the mics to see what's happening, and then we'll get the update here as soon as they do.
The drama begins.
So let's see if we can sneak a peek here at the screens and what they're looking at.
See a lot of flashing lights.
I think it looks like cut line, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking over the
maybe an early
there.
start, to be honest. I thought Camille, but he he didn't touch the wood. He wanted to start early. He stopped and then he restarted. So
Yeah.
I really have no idea.
Yeah.
No clue from my side. Luckily, you two are the experts.
Show me a replay.
Show me a replay.
I'm a chanter, if you haven't noticed.
We like it. But I love the technology in Stihl Timbersports nowadays.
Yes.
Look at that. There's no possibility that these
There's no
cameras
question.
are
Yeah.
not going to, you know, find whatever's been happening.
It's really, really such a great thing that came to Timbersports is having all this video timing. There's just nobody fighting over anything, no questions.
It looks like it's a transition penalty. From,
And they're looking at the line there,
from
too.
From stock saw to standing.
Yep, and that line.
Or underhand, excuse me.
Pretty close to that line there on that stock saw. Maybe on the far side there he's looking at.
Camille in the picture as well, so
Yeah,
your guess is as good as mine.
We can't go from stock saw to standing. That would be a massive jump, right?
Absolutely.
So I
there's
don't
two
know.
things that are under review. It's not just one.
Or maybe it is a cut line.
Yeah, it's looking close on that far side there. Both sides, really. It's interesting that the top has
no,
line
it's
and the
from
sides don't, but
it looks like it's from single
hard to tell.
standing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so decision coming. Here we go, folks. Looks like could get interesting.
Yeah, I suppose he was trying to make up time. Got to do it somehow.
So we made video checks for both teams for transition discrepancies, and there's a 15-second penalty awarded to Team Czech. So the winners.
Oh my goodness!
Heartbreak for Team
see that
Czechia. Oh my goodness, that is a kick in the teeth for Team Czechia. They are eliminated because of a transition penalty.
And you know, the worst part is they didn't need to rush it.
No.
You know what I mean? They were already ahead. There was no point in rushing it. And
very true.
Sometimes the nerves just get to you. It's the first race of the night. Big pressure. When you're on that stage, anything can happen.
Maybe we'll see it here. In fact, and I believe it was the transition between single to standing. So hopefully our fantastic camera people will be able to give us that transition from the single to the standing by Team Czechia.
And it did.
Let's see.
But in any case, great pictures.
Yeah. And what a good race. Back and forth the whole time.
Very enjoyable.
That's what you want to see on this stage. The big man getting some warm up. Yep, you see him rushing a bit. Not coming with as much angle as he'd want. So he's going to have to pick that up on the next race. You can see a little sloppy chopping, so.
All right.
Always want to watch it.
He's really trying to get through that top just with pure power, hey?
Yeah, at that point he was just rushing so much that you just start turning your hands funny ways.
It's coming up.
Oh yeah, you can see it right there.
Oh, so even worse that it was Matthias that did it, because they were so far ahead at that point because of the hangs in the single that it really didn't matter.
Oh, what a heartbreak for Team Czechia.
But nothing to argue about.
Yeah.
That was a clear.
It was a clear.
Yep.
A clear
DQ.
penalty. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But you know what's going to happen there? They're going to learn from it. They'll watch the video replays on that, and they'll make sure they're really on point for the next time that we see them on stage.
Let's talk about Great Britain. In the
Nice.
time trials, absolutely amazing. Personal best saying under a minute.
Yeah, 57 seconds, I believe, or
59, 58, yeah, that's a new personal best for them. They actually improved by like 4 seconds and change from their previous.
Yeah, super smooth run by them earlier.
And then they get Canada.
Yeah, how
Because
unlucky.
Canada,
they get a
yeah.
DQ earlier in the time trials, and they're put ranked 12th. So they got a hard fight all night. So we'll see what Canada can bring to that. I know they're working through some things, and we'll just see how they go here.
I talked with Team Great Britain earlier on, and I was like, so, you're up against my home country, huh? Good luck. And they said, yeah, you know, it was a good run, and I was really happy for them, honestly, because, and nothing against the Canadian guys, I would love to see Great Britain win, because I am definitely in that underdog phase of my life right now. You know, and
underdog phase of your life.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
All around.
I'm looking for the small guy to take that step and really be able to take on the big dogs. And come on, let's be honest, Canada is one of those big dogs.
Oh, for sure,
you know, they're struggling a little bit. They've had a few problems. They got injuries they're dealing with.
That's right.
Great Britain had a real smooth time trial run, so I would love to see it. I'll be happy if either one of these guys, these teams go forward.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a closer race than one might think. Like you said, with Great Britain really stepping it up this year, so let's see what happens.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
So good pickup by both sides. It is, in fact, Graham Turner on stock saw. I thought that he was going to be our standing cutter, but looks great as they get through there.
Oh, look at Nathan go.
Nate Cumberland, just absolute monster.
Oh my goodness, Nate. He's going up against Glenn Pendleton, the British champion. And they're through, and that's going to send it over to Jeff Larkin on the single, but right there with him is Tom Redmond. And Jeff Larkin's got a nice pace going through on that single saw. Tom Redmond trying to catch up with him.
Oh,
and oh my goodness, now it's going to come down to
that could be a penalty
Sterling
again.
Hart. Oh no.
They're going to have to really go for it and hope they can make up the time.
I don't know what they're talking about. Great Britain with a new world record on their graphics. That's absolutely not true.
They're just trying to pump the crowd up.
Oh, look at Sterling
look
go.
at that log.
And this guy is injured. This guy is seriously injured.
Yeah. So there you go. That is all she wrote for Team Great Britain.
So,
as Rob Chatley tries to
this
get
is going to be so close because they're going to get a penalty. They're going to get a time penalty, guys.
Canada's going to get a time penalty. I missed something here. Kind of back up me on me for a second.
That was not a clean cookie on the single buck.
At the end of the single buck, he had a little piece. You can see it there on the screen.
They broke it off. Yeah, okay.
And if he didn't cut his whole wood, that's 15
That'll
seconds.
be a 15-second penalty. So Great Britain has 1:04.49.
Do your maths. Do your maths, Trey. Come on.
57.51. So that means Great Britain theoretically could go through.
How good. How good.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just too much wood there. You can see.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe he did it the same thing in the time trial. It didn't happen quite as bad as it did there, but maybe he's just anticipating that.
I set the saw. They set the saw far out to the outside for a thin piece of cookie, but you know, less drag on the saw, correct? But it has the risk of breaking off if the saw bows even a little bit.
Yeah, you're playing with fire there a bit. He went a bit too thin, and
this will be an interesting situation now.
What a tough go.
Actually, I'm very sure that's a 15 seconds time penalty, and Great Britain are going to go through to the next round.
There. So, looks
that
like
is heartbreaking for Canada.
Absolutely. Good thing I wasn't.
There we have it.
Good thing I wasn't guessing winners, or I'd be looking bad.
And you saw. Tom Redmond was looking, arms crossed, looking back and forth at the two guys, going, we're going through. Unbelievable stroke of bad luck for the Canadians. But you know what? Like I said, it's time for a changing of the guard. I'm upset that, you know, the Canadians had to go down that way, but I'm happy for Great Britain that they're moving through.
Yeah, real big shocker there.
Wow.
Got clean starts by both of them. Going into the underhand, though, it's hard to beat somebody like Nathan Cumberland. He's got pace, power, accuracy. He's got the whole deal, so gets through this no problem. And just when you think you have it in the bag and you're on that team, something will bite you.
Glenn Pendleton, such a strong competitor out of Great Britain, though, and you know he tried to keep up with Nate Cumberland. And there is where we see. Actually, it's not as thin a cookie as I thought it was. It just had.
Yeah, I think he just dumped his hands over a bit, anticipating that coming off. And when you anticipate something coming off, it's never good. See his feet come off the back there, and when you get off balance, you start doing crazy things.
And he knew immediately. He knew immediately.
Yeah. And once Sterling starts going, what's the point of going back and getting it? Yeah.
Oh, this man is going through pain.
Yep, gets hurt one day before he comes. What bad chance there.
Super
Not the worst situation, to be honest with you, for Team Canada. It'll give them a chance to recover and recuperate. So
that's right.
It's a tough situation, but one that they're going to have to live with. And it's the earliest exit that they've had in about 10 years, I think.
Yeah, they're always podium finishers right there. Shocking, but that's what makes it interesting, right, guys?
And the French crowd is singing the national anthem as their team is walking out. How about that?
So great. Yeah, there's no atmosphere like the one at World Championships, that's for sure.
That's an interesting one as well, Poland versus France. I wouldn't want to put my money on either of the teams. It's
with no Dubicki, it should be interesting for Poland. His brother's cutting the underhand, so I haven't had much tape watching on him, but we'll see what he can do here against France.
What a crazy start into this World Championship.
And then you got this guy, future Olympian, just absolute monster, ready to just tear that block right apart.
Yeah, Simon Grunwald, he won their championship this year, so he's representing as a very young man. It'll be his first ever foray into an individual world championship. That's coming up tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see if he can keep himself mentally together for this competition tomorrow. But put him in the situation with the team, and boy, he is a tough one to beat, especially on that underhand. But he's standing block, isn't he?
Yeah, standing block today, yeah.
And I think that's a good choice, you know, to be the final man and the anchor of the team.
Nikolai Grunwald, his brother, his older brother, in fact, is in position 1 as the stock sawyer.
Nice to see family in the sport.
Adrien Courteau doing it for the French on that starting position. So let's see how this all comes together. We'll be keeping a close eye on Marcin Dubicki.
Stand to your timber.
The underhand for Poland. Here
3,
we go.
2, 1, go!
Oh, nice grab by both guys. Nikolai Grunwald looking quite good on his cut. Getting down to the bottom. Oh, France just slightly ahead. And now it's going to come down to Marcin Dubicki for Poland up against, oh my God, Alexander Maurice. Alexander shaping and cutting and designing his own axes, is so strong on the underhand discipline. And he is through. Oh, and a good cut this time by Marcin Dubicki.
Oh my word, this is gonna be so close.
Christian Kaczmarek going up against Pierre Puy-Barré in single. Pierre Puy-Barré is so strong here. He's through nice and clean and sends it over to Loïc Vincent.
That way,
Loïc,
Simon,
the two young guns going up against each other. Simon Grunwald, Loïc Vincent battling hard to get to that block.
Crazy.
It's gonna be Poland or it's gonna be France. Looks
Poland,
like it's gonna be Poland.
There he goes.
Oh yes.
Too strong.
Poland, 3 drivers faster than France with a time of 57.
How on earth did he do that?
7-8. That is a great time. Very, very nicely done. A formidable challenge for France, but they were up to it.
Yeah.
They came close.
Yeah, what a race. And you see that Marcin picked up some time there. Looks like about 9 seconds. So considerable time there.
That was a noticeable difference on the underhand compared to earlier on. I might have to change my predictions around it.
Can't do that now, come on.
But Simon just needed, I don't know, 3 or 4 strokes less to finish the wood.
Yeah, at least.
Maybe even more, yeah.
I think they must have went and talked about it and finally got it figured out a bit.
All right, so we're halfway through our round of 16 here.
First time under a minute.
Yeah. So Poland, repositioning themselves better than I thought they would do because, you know, I both talked about it earlier on, Matt, when we saw Marcin cut that underhand, we were like, ooh, it's not looking good for Poland.
Yeah, he had a dog leg the back of his log, which means he was driving into dead wood, and when you're doing that, he just cost himself probably 5-6 hits, and they were 1:09, I believe, so picking it up to 57 is a big deal. So he definitely went and watched the tape, figured it out, calmed himself, and did what he knew he could do.
And Alex Maurice here was actually quite a bit faster than Marcin on that underhand chop. He was nice and clean through. Marcin stepped down, had to come back up and do one more driver. Christian Kaczmarek, really good on that single saw, but not quite as good as Pierre Puy-Barré. And of course, what can you say about these two young men here in particular?
Yeah, and
Simon Grunwald.
Thought Simon might have shorted his front a bit, but looks like the wood's good enough that he got enough done and had no troubles in the back there.
Seems to be the Kelly Slater of wood chopping. He can really read the water, hey?
Ecstasy in the crowd. Yeah. Pure
Doesn't
joy.
matter who wins.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready for Australia?
Yeah, this should be an interesting challenge for Team Hungary. Getting in there through that last chance qualifier and having to go up against the now 9-time champion. I mean, hello?
Yep. Yeah, and I did talk to Australia there after the time trial, and they're going to switch it up a bit here. You know, get some warm-up maybe for Braden for tomorrow. He's going to get a single buck race in here, so that's something to watch to see how they can hold it together, even though they're switching it up. But I'm sure they'll have no problems.
So Braden's going to take on the single saw. That means that Cody Steers is going to be on underhand chop. That will leave Mitch Argent on the standing at the end. And it looks like we might have Lawrence doing stock saw. Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to switch up the first and the last event really. So you'll see those guys out there all day. You want to get them in a rhythm, but doesn't matter as much for these guys at least, how seasoned they are, to just give another event a go.
There you see Benja Strubel. He's the Hungarian champion.
But how cool must it be for Ötzi to go against Braden, you know?
Yeah.
Love it.
So great.
Somebody get that kid from some spike shoes between then and now?
Oh, yeah. Did switch to the spikes. I imagine Braden will take this pretty seriously as what he has to look forward to tomorrow.
It's going to be interesting competition for the individuals tomorrow because Braden is a former world champion in the individual competition, and he knows exactly what it needs to be done. And the first time he won it, he had a pretty dismal hot saw. So maybe
stand to your timber
tomorrow.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, good start.
Yeah, super safe for Lawrence. Looks like he took his time on the top there. Probably going to make him a little slower, but
Zoltan Boso was quick to get on that block, and both those cookies dropped at roughly the same time. Now moving over to it, it's Benja Strubel going up against Cody Steers on the underhand. Cody quick to the other side. Benja right there with them. Could we see a personal best time for Hungary here with the amount of pressure they're under going up against the Australian side? Might be interesting to see if they do play up in this case. Benja through, and there you can see Braden Meyer on the single saw. He's got it going. Nice flow. That young kid from Hungary, Adam Urban Oshi, looking really good as, oh, we got a bit of a sticky one there. And Team Australia already on the second side of their standing block here. They're not going to have a personal best, but that's going to be a great time of 52.67. And I kind of feel like Hungary might manage to get themselves a personal best out of this. Let's see.
yeah, certainly the wood's there for it. Let's see if he can finish this off strong.
Getting in there hard. Maybe not here.
He's just cutting to his ability here, taking his time, making sure the hits are right.
It doesn't look like they've got a personal best out of this one, but
enjoying themselves,
continuing and going right on through. And I mean, that's a big test. Oops, sorry, moving the whole desk here. That's a big test for that Hungarian side.
Yeah, it's got to be a bit nerve-wracking to go against Australia.
Yeah, but you could say you lost against Australia in the last of 16. That's okay. And Braden Meyer looks like he's on a mission.
Yeah, that man gets focused and almost nothing can stop him. It's a pretty cool thing to watch.
Yeah, Mack truck with a blade. Best idea ever.
And the winner is Team Australia.
I felt like Lawrence had this pick up a little bit slower than Bencha.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take his time. I heard that they made the line right at 5 centimeters this year, so it's actually a little bit of less wood. You used to get 5 centimeters and a crayon line, and now you're just getting the 5 centimeters with the crayon line. So that's a big deal for these athletes, and I do think he wants to kind of save that for later, you know, go for it when the time's right, but right now just don't make any mistakes, don't get any penalties, and just move on.
You're absolutely correct about that focus from Braden Meyer.
Okay, he gets to these big events and just turns something on, and there's almost nothing that can stop him at that point, so we'll see if he can carry that through and what he can do with it.
There's really no arguing the transitions with Team Australia. They're so practiced, they don't even need to really rush through the transitions. We saw there that Mitch took his time on that backswing after that cookie dropped, so it was a really nice run. I'm not their fastest time, but good.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Finally, a saw that I would recommend to you, Troy.
Yeah, it's something I can actually work with. No worries about cutting off fingers or toes.
New Zealand versus Austria. That's our next heat.
Yeah, and this should be interesting with the young New Zealand team. This would be one of the youngest team they've ever had. So to see how they can hold it together here will be very interesting.
Yeah, Chris Lord, Jack Jordan, Cleveland Cherry, and Quinton Fawcett. There we see Cleveland Cherry.
A couple past rookie champions there.
Yeah, taking care of standing block chop, where Jack Jordan will be on the underhand. On the other side, there you see Armin Kugler, the perennial Austrian champion. The last, I think, 10 years he's been their champion. Lukas Wagereiter taking on stocksaw duties this time. Looks like Gunther Dahlinger might be our underhand. That's a bit of a switch around as well. No, actually, that's exactly as they set it up earlier on. I'm sorry. I'm just talking out my left ear here.
Ah, all right. I wonder what team she supports.
Right.
Okay, gentlemen, one of your swords.
Lukas Wagereiter for Austria is an excellent stocksaw. Let's see how he
Stand
does.
to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
A little bobble there for him. Sounds like they're weighting the saws a bit too much, but
Chris Lord, nice cut there. Both of them getting through to the other side. Pretty even cuts by both of them. In fact, as we head over to the underhand chop, there Jack Jordan onto that other side pretty quickly as we now see Gunther Dahlinger switching the side, but now...
Doing a great job.
Yeah, doing a great job, but New Zealand has a distinct advantage here as Gunther is still working on that second side of his underhand chop, so they haven't even gotten to single saw. Just joining him now is Josef Leier, but New Zealand is moving on to their standing block chop, so this is basically just an educational run for the Austrians, and New Zealand is going to take this one down. So it's about trying to get a good time in the books there, as Cleveland Cherry is already on that second side of his block, working hard to get it done, and he will get it done in a 58.82.
Great job.
And Armin Kugler now switching to the second side of his block, and the standing looking pretty good for Armin as always, but Austria well and truly out of this one here.
and it doesn't look like there'll be any penalty stopping this one.
Oh, he wanted it on that last driver, needed one more to get through there. Tough break there.
Yeah, New Zealand with right around the same time as their time trial, so seeing some consistency there. Jack Jordan, nice smooth run. He's unreal in the underhand, so.
For sending a group of young guys over with no backups, New Zealand is looking very, very solid.
That's right.
the team to stay under a minute, first of all.
Yep, looked like he struggled a bit with the single. Maybe that's what his face is about there. But other than that, nice and smooth.
New Zealand.
So it's official. Austria with a time of 1:18.36. New Zealand taking it down at 58.86. And as you said, Floaty, one of 3 teams to be under a minute. Poland and Australia, the other 2 teams. So let's break this down a bit, Matt, because interesting look at that stocks off.
Yeah, they looked like they both had smooth runs there. I think there was a little bobble on the Hungary side. But Jack Jordan in the underhand is unreal. I think he played it a little bit safe in this just to kind of get himself going. But even doing that, he's just so fast. Has no problem getting this off. Whereas you see the other side of things with Austria, he just has trouble driving it off, maybe not reaching that bottom wood enough. So they just fall way behind in that event and just impossible to make the time up. And Quentin, he's a really good single butt cutter over there in New Zealand and Australia. So bringing him, I was interested to see how he was going. So it's nice to see him have a smooth run. And it just wasn't enough.
You can see those last 2 drivers, he kind of yanked it through to maybe try and get that block off sooner, then had to go back and do it again. And there's a Cleveland Cherry fan in the audience right there.
And that's what you're looking for in these early rounds. Just maybe for them, try to get under a minute, try to be smooth, and move on.
And now the home nation to compete against Sweden. That's a nice one.
Yeah, we'll see if this home crowd can bring them back. They're a young team as well, just getting better every year. And
there you go. Hear the roar.
Team Sweden's been an interesting conundrum in the last few years because they have some fantastic individual talents, but they just seem to struggle getting to that top 5 positions, you know?
Yeah, get to that next level, and I think they're a team that's been together for a long time, and that's something that will help them here, at least in the early rounds.
Yeah, and we talked about family business. Emil Hansen, a perfect example.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, his dad, Hans-Ove Hansen, is an absolute legend in the sport. They organize their own events in Sweden as well. So, yeah, HOH events up there, and you're seeing
he
a
knows
lot
what
of
these
that
races are all about.
Yeah.
And you can see it carry over.
Pontus Shia will start us off, I believe, on Stocksaw. Yeah, there he is. Saw the boys, they wanted to go and do a tour around Milano the other day in the pouring rain. I felt bad for them because that was the only opportunity, because today and tomorrow is just going to be busy, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, here we go.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, good start by Sweden. Pontus Shia straight into that cut. No delay at all whatsoever. Both cuts really good. Interesting to see Andrea.
Oh, look at him go.
Really going for it.
Yeah, interesting to see Andrea Rossi on Stocksaw for Italy today as
yeah, but now I know why. Look at that.
I mean, absolutely fantastic run there from Mickey Delpine. I think it's Mickey Delpine, is it?
Monsieur.
Oh, this is so close.
And now
it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, I think Sweden's just too far ahead at this point. But
Emil Hansen on the second side of his block, and Alessandro Chiapponi now starting on the first side of his block. And Emil Hansen, he's going to drop that thing off in 53.13.
Personal best.
A personal best for Sweden. Could this be the year where they've taken the step? I don't know.
But we're going to see and find out tonight.
That we will find out. Unfortunately for the Italian side, they are eliminated. But that was a really nice final run from Alessandro Chiapponi on the standing block chop. Very, very well done. And a big bow
Second best time so far from Sweden.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yep. And a personal best, and so far the only personal best in the mix.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with that, and they're going to try to build on it because 53 is pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a real nice fast time.
That's good for your confidence.
There it is, the big goodbye.
So that means we're going to have to say goodbye to Italy, but of course we're going to watch the slow-mos of this duel, and afterwards I'm pretty sure we're going to get one of the Italian athletes for a short interview.
Here it is, 2 clean starts. Sounded to me like Italy was putting a little too much pressure on their saw, but might only have costed them a couple of tenths there, so not the end of the world. But you see the pace that Michel just brings out here is Cantelli really has to go for it, but
he wasn't even standing up. He was just
yeah.
Yeah.
And Ferry, he just cut so smooth, so clean. It was just too much to overcome.
Yeah, Ferry's quite the technician at targeting. You know, he's got the pace plus he's got the targeting. So
yeah, if you don't have the weight, you got to have the accuracy.
So let's find out what the Italian athletes have to say.
Okay, we are here with Team Italy. They competed at home in Milano at the Allianz Cloud Arena. We have the captain here. I'm just moving to Andrea. Andrea, sei il capitano. Com'è stato gareggiare qua a Milano, in Italia, oltretutto da capitano in questi mondiali?
Sì, diciamo che io ho parecchi mondiali alle spalle e è il primo mondiale a squadra che disputo in Italia, è stata una grande emozione. Ringrazio tutti voi che siete venuti a vederci, a tifare, a vedere questo bellissimo sport. Siete stati sicuramente la marcia in più che comunque ci ha fatto fare il nostro record personale e niente, spero che potrete rivedere presto Stihl Timbersports.
Fategli un applauso. Andrea Rossi, il capitano dell'Italia. Okay, has been a lot of world championships for Andrea Rossi. That's the first team championship in Italy, and he thanks the public for all the support and all the energy they gave to the team, especially for their personal best, the personal best of this team here in Milano at the Allianz Cloud Arena. And thank you to all the public. But now I have here also Alessandro Ciapponi. Why do I interviewing Alessandro Ciapponi? Allora, l'emozione di essere a Milano. Non è facile superare queste emozioni, ma anche l'emozione di sentire il commento di tua moglie.
Quello sicuro. Con un pubblico così non si può certo una carica pazzesca. Io direi anche a voi grazie mille veramente a tutti che ci sostenete e fatevi un applauso anche a voi che ve lo meritate.
Okay, the question was a big emotion to compete here in Milano and a big emotion to hear the voice as MC, as the talent MC of his wife, Marta, which was announcing together with me. And he said, yeah, that was incredible. Thank you to the public. Thank you everyone. And I'm proud of you Italians. And per favore, adesso voi al 3, tutti in piedi e tutti ad applaudire, ad urlare. Forza Milano! 1, 2, 3! E grazie al Team Italia, Michel lo vedremo ancora domani, ma è stato con noi oggi. E adesso diamo un occhio sulla gondola, sul video wall, sugli schermi.
Beautiful scenes, that's what we like to see. And what you guys just told me, it's not just his wife's birthday, but they're getting married on Monday. Did I get right?
So his birthday is today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Martha's birthday is on Sunday.
Monday, and they're getting married,
on Sunday.
What a weekend, huh?
What a weekend.
I think they had a little plan in mind for
You
the
think?
after party, maybe.
What are the chances?
And that's my kind of after party. Wow.
That's right.
So big happy birthday to Alessandro Chiapponi. We gotta wait to wish Marta happy birthday because that would be bad luck. But I think she knows the sentiment as well.
And here we go.
Last round of 16. United States of America versus the Netherlands.
And again, it's going to be an interesting race. The people might not have saw it earlier, but Mark had trouble there in the single buck and had about 2 or 3 hangs, probably cost 4 or 5 seconds in total. So
probably because he lost too much weight.
Yeah, that's right. Looking lean and mean.
Yeah, he's looking great. Mark O'Quinn was one of the bigger boys out there, and now he's looking quite svelte and fit and ready to go.
I can assure you he still has the power.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Ben Terpstra there, standing block. Just saw Red McNoll on the underhand earlier. Eugene Gerrits setting up on that single saw for the Netherlands, and we'll probably see Martijn Harms on stock saw to start things off.
Yep, and they have their hands full here. We'll see if they can rise to the occasion.
There's our reigning world champion, and he also just broke the hot saw world record at the U.S. Champions, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Semifinals day. He got a 4.2, I believe. Unreal.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, all of your swords.
So we'll see if it translates here in the stock saw.
Hey, if you got the hot hand, why not?
Yeah, that's right.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, looks like a nice, safe start.
Yeah, Edwin Dost, by the way, doing the stock saw for the Netherlands. I have to correct that. Is a nice clean cut. Both of them get going. So now it's up to Matt Kogar to try and get through this block for the U.S. and onto the other side quickly is Red McNoll, keeping right up with Matt Kogar, but he is through and sends it over to big Mark O'Quinn, or well, not so big Mark O'Quinn. Yeah, he looks
looks
great,
like
actually.
He's having a great time.
Really, really good.
They said he was looking strong in training camp, and that's showing there.
Eugene Gerrits now getting through on his single saw, but they've already sent it over to big Jason Lenz. And Jason saunters around to the other side of that standing block and starts to get going on the second side. It doesn't look like they pushed themselves too hard in this one, as they drop the block in 55-47.
But looking strong indeed.
Netherlands might well have a decent time here as Ben Terpstra starts getting going on his second side of that standing block chop.
Yeah, I think after mishaps in the morning, you kind of just got to go out there and chop your race and take your time and just do what you have to do. And
well, he can see it. He can see it. And there it is, 122.30. So no PB for the Netherlands on that one, but they are through. Unfortunately, eliminated from competition here in this round of 16, so we will not see them anymore. And there is a very close check on the
a quick check.
Block.
So
yeah, it didn't seem like that they needed a long time.
Yeah, so overall smooth run there by them. They should be pretty happy with that.
Even if there was a 15-second penalty by the U.S., they still had enough leeway to be able to make it through on this one.
And the winner is Team USA!
There you have it.
Can I see a smile on your face, Matt? Is that... Yeah, just making sure. Just making sure.
They got me a bit nervous there, you know.
So it took us through.
Getting close to that line at the bottom, you just got to watch it in these one-cut races. And you know, he took his time on his start. That's smart innate there, veteran move, and he just kind of took his time through this whole thing. You look, and they had a lead starting the Netherlands. They probably had about a looks like one hit lead on Matt, but Matt's just automatic there. So you're going to see a quick 8-hit front. You're always going to see either 8 or less in the back, and he's just going to crush it. So. And Mark, looks like he went in the back. He got his mind right. That's looking good for me.
That's looking really good.
And then Jason just needs some pressure of the race, and maybe he'll get himself going here. But looked nice and smooth, just did what he had to do and got it off. And there's Tina.
Enjoying herself, huh?
Yeah.
Super
Our
fan.
biggest hype woman. Shout out to Tina.
All right.
And that means we're ready for the quarterfinals. Switzerland versus Australia. Great Britain taking on New Zealand. Belgium versus Sweden, and Poland against the United States. Like that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, as we get closer to those final rounds, moving into this quarterfinals here, I mean, you know, adrenaline's got to play a role, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to see it start to ramp up a little bit as we get closer to it.
Yeah, I think so. And it's the guys that can use that to their advantage that you're going to see pull out of this round.
Right.
So you got to go in there with a calm mindset and a confident mindset. So you got to do your best to not let it affect you in there. So we'll see if they can do it.
I like
Calm
that, actually.
mindset, but adrenalized muscles.
Like,
yes, let's do it. Come on.
It's as simple
It's
as
a
that,
skill.
everybody
It's
at
a
home.
skill.
You know, it's
yeah,
like,
right. Can you be hyped up and calm at the same time?
Can
That's
you?
the question.
I love it.
Well, we should look forward to good races with the USA and Poland there. That's going to be a tight one, I think. We'll see how Poland can, if they can fix themselves a bit and bring it together to beat USA.
And because we always talk about USA, we're going to see them head-to-head against Switzerland in slow-mos right now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's one you want to watch closely, and tell us why USA is still in the game to beat Australia maybe today.
Yeah,
maybe.
absolutely. Oh, I like this shot here. Yeah. So you see, again, we train them in the stocks on. Nate's just taking the safer play there, which, as he should, being the first-time stock sawyer there for Team USA. But Matt Koger is just so smooth, so automatic on the underhand. I mean, you see it there. He reaches all his wood. He has no trouble driving it off. In fact, he probably wanted that to come in 7, so we'll see if he can speed that up later.
An incredible accuracy with that pace as well. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's right. And then Mark is just the strongest man, so you're going to see him just grit through every log. And oh, you see that little piece flop up. I'm surprised that wasn't a deal for that single buck, but yep. And then there's Jason, which again, I say he'll hype himself up for these later rounds, but this is just him taking his time, making sure every hit's right, making sure his axe is working and he's happy with it. There you go, looking at it.
Try and sends the block over to the other side.
Yeah,
to, you know,
get a little extra advantage.
Yeah.
And good for Switzerland too, you know, just stepping their game up every year and bringing more to the table. So,
speaking of stepping the game up, we talked about it earlier. We kind of both gritted our teeth a little bit during the time trials when we saw Poland not looking as strong as we expected them to be with the absence of Michał Dubicki, but his brother Marcin Dubicki in this round of 16 surprised us both a little bit with a really, really nice underhand chop.
Yeah, that's right. And I kind of expected that. I was hoping for that because everyone in the back was telling us, you know, his brother he's right with his brother. He can do this. And you just saw the nerves get to him there at the beginning. And after that, it looks like he's sorted it out a bit. So it might make them a little bit tougher team to beat there for the United States.
Might be scary.
Yeah, I look at the quarterfinals. There's a bit of scareness in there. Switzerland, like we just said, having to step up their game a bit because Australia is waiting. Great Britain taking on New Zealand. Belgium against Sweden. And finally, then we're going to see Poland against the United States.
We talk about this a lot, Floaty, but there's that whole aspect of playing up. When you know you're up against Team that is significantly better or marginally better than you even, then you know that you've got to bring your game to a new level. And I think that's what we might see with Switzerland here today. Now, their personal best just under a minute, 59.48, while Australia having the world record at the moment with a 43.15. They almost cracked that earlier on with a 43.18, I think it was, in their time trials. And we were both looking at that going, what? So,
yikes.
Yeah, yikes is right. It'll be interesting to see if Switzerland can come to the table and use that playing up headspace to try and get themselves perhaps an even better time.
But that's the beauty of being on the same stage, you know, with one of the top teams. They already, fans already going wild. Look at that.
And you can see that the Australians are taking no chances here. They're going back to their dream team, so to speak. So there's the big man himself.
Still current world record holder for that underhand chop position, and yeah, when he gets cut, you can really see why. It's madness.
Okay, gentlemen.
Yeah, it seems like he's figured a bit out with the axes over here in this wood too, and it just keeps making him even harder to beat.
I remember the first time that we saw him cut on the underhand chop at a trophy a bunch of years ago in Tyrol, in the Tyrolean Alps. And everybody was just like,
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, it was a quick start.
Wow. There's really not anybody better than getting into the wood.
Yeah, he is quick.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was a very thin cut at the bottom, though.
Held it together.
Getting close to it. Ollie Reinhardt getting into the underhand chop. Look at Braden Myers already on the second side of his block. Unbelievable. Bing, bang, boom, and he is through. And they send it over to that single saw.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Excuse me, it's Christoph Geisler. Braden Meyer was just so insanely fast there. And of course, Lawrence O'Toole, you can never count him out. Oh, a big stick by Lawrence though, but he had one final little push to get through there. Pieman Gnadinger looking good, and it's already over to Mitch Argent, moving to the second side. That was like 4 hits on the first side. Did he shortcut that on purpose?
No, he wants to see what he can get away with.
51.70.
Unreal.
Unbelievable. It's just like crazy how fast that was.
And I also love Brett DeLoso, you know, he's always so calm, so focused, just doing his job.
Yeah, I think they bring him for just that.
It's a walk in the park for him, eh?
Yeah, you need a calm single bucker, and that's what he brings to the team there.
Wow.
All right, well, that's all she wrote for Team Switzerland, unfortunately, today. Australia continues their, let's call it, charge to the podium again.
Yeah, that's right, 51 seconds. Not quite the 43 we saw earlier, but I imagine.
Do you think they blew their load with the 43 earlier on? I don't know.
If you ask me, no way.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, they might still have something left in the tank.
Bold prediction.
He's a brave man.
He's a brave man, yeah, really going out there on that
one. I still...
The underdogs, I heard the underdogs.
No, I don't know about that in this case. But I still think the USA is going to do it this year. They're looking really, really good. They seem to be peaking at just the right time. So, you know, it's not like I'm trying to polish your apple over here or anything, Matt. But
I don't care. That's what Matt
I kind of feel like it's time for a changing of the guard on the top spot of the podium.
You're not convincing me, man. After seeing what they're doing here, I don't see a team beating Australia. I just can't see.
10 times sounds like too many, so I'm with Troy over here. Come on, USA. Let's step it up a bit.
Now, after watching Poland, I might have to put them back in my top spot list. Yeah, I know. I keep changing my mind. But we've made our friendly little bets there, and that's an uncharacteristic stall by Brad DeLosa there.
Yeah, and with their 2 choppers, it's just make a smooth run, I think, is all going through his mind. DeLosa's a previous world champion single buck cutter, so then Mitch
3 world champions on the stage with Team Australia.
That's right.
You know, I mean, hello?
Unreal.
That's really nice. But hats off to Ollie Reinhardt. He really performed.
Yeah, he pushed through. He is a real pro.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what they can bring in the coming years.
Ah, there it is, waiting.
It's what they're all waiting for.
Great Britain versus New Zealand. That's our next heat. That's our next quarterfinal.
I think this is actually the farthest Great Britain's gone in a Team World Championship in their history of competing. And
and look who's in.
Rachel Farrington.
Oh, they made a switch.
Rachel Farrington will take on the stock saw for them.
Oh,
I mean,
epic.
At this point, Team Great Britain has nothing to lose, and Rachel Farrington holds the world record for women. So they're hoping that she can utilize that. They've had their personal best time here this weekend with a 59 and change. So, you know, they're riding a high right now, making it this far in the competition. And at this point, really all they can do is just go out there and have fun and, you know, let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah,
and Matt, you said, I think she had the fastest stock saw cuts of the season or something.
Not only did she set the record, but she had the fastest time out of the men's, the women's, and the rookies. So fastest, you're looking at the fastest in Great Britain right there. So we'll see.
Well, why not give her a chance? Yeah.
Might make a play. We'll see if she can handle the pressure. Then we know she's fast.
Yep, and for sure the Italian crowd is going to get behind her.
A little bit of housekeeping there for Team Great Britain on their standing block. It looks like they needed to do some adjustments or something, that the dog strap came loose, or I don't know. But Spike Milton's over there making sure that it's fixed and in place properly. Because you know it needs to be solid with Rob Chatley hammering away at it.
Yeah, that's right.
Rob, a legend in Timbersports in Great Britain. This is one of the things I really like about the team sport as well. You can bring women into this and still have them compete at the highest level with the men, and none of that whining and complaining about, I was up against the men, I couldn't handle it. I mean, Rachel Farrington is better than a lot of the other men that are out there. It's fantastic. Yeah. It's a really nice thing to see. We saw that also with Team Sweden, as well as what was the other team that
Denmark.
Denmark, exactly.
Denmark, yep.
With
that's right.
So I mean, we've seen that a few times. It's a nice thing to see.
Okay, so that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
and it shows you how even the stock saw is too. Anybody can be good at it. You practice enough, you get used to it.
Yeah, and like
Even
you
you
said,
could be
it's
a
about
champion.
technique. Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but you said it's about technique, because we mentioned this a lot. It's not about power, you know?
That's
it's
right.
about being able to get it into the block and really read that motor, listen to it, feel it, and know that it's running clean and you've got good push.
Yeah, it's very important to feel them out. You can get really heavy on them really quick, so.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, man.
The saw stalled. She hit the brake or something. What happened
she
there?
probably hit it with her thumb, turned the saw off, yeah. Choked it out,
going,
and that's why she couldn't get it started.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Oh,
you
that
can see her
hurts.
actually curve
That
the
hurts.
saw on the bottom as well.
Yeah, a bit
That
nervous
hurts for
after
Great
that.
Britain.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really, really a tough pill to swallow.
And that can show you when it really is important to choose who you put on there on the stage. It was great for her to get a go, but it's hard when stuff like that happens.
Yep.
That is a massively loud saw by Rob Chatley there.
He's really trying to catch up now.
Cleveland Cherry onto the second side. It is wiggling and waggling. It split that block again. And now Rob Chatley, Tom Redmond was making that loud noise with the single saw. Rob Chatley on standing block, and New Zealand's got a 102.74. It almost seems like they relaxed through that. You think they saw that the trouble they were having with the saw and said, okay, boys, let's settle it down a notch.
You can feel those things on stage, so they knew that they had it in the bag, but I still think they need to kind of learn from that and build, because a minute 2 just won't cut it in the next round, I don't think. And as you saw there in the standing block, he beat his log out in the front and caused it to split. And when you split the log, you got no power in the back. It's going to cost you time, and it's time you can't lose.
Oh, not a DQ. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that really is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer for Team Great Britain.
But that's the way it goes. That's
right. That's racing.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Sorry, bad pun. But it really is the truth.
And the winner is Team New Zealand.
Oh, you can see the look on Rachel's face. She is devastated.
Yeah, poor girl.
Yep. And you know that she's going to take that into herself. She's going to feel like she's responsible for, you know, a slower time. And, you know, yeah, okay.
Maybe she is, yeah.
Things happen, right?
But that's what happens. It's it's a tough sport, you know. It's all down to seconds and I mean, we saw it with Team Canada. Come on.
Yeah, and I've been there. I've messed up the stock saw and caused my team some problems, and I know how she feels. And yeah, she's just going to have to learn from that.
Hence you sitting here with us.
Yeah.
Oh,
ouch.
Shut the front door.
Oof. There comes the knife.
Well, she definitely deserved to be in that team. I think there's no doubt about that. And these things just happen. That's
right. It is the way it is.
It's tough, but come back stronger. That's the message.
That's right.
Yeah, the mistakes that you make are the things that you can learn from, and that's what these athletes do. They make these mistakes, and then they come back and they say, okay, I won't be doing that again.
Yeah.
You know, and those are things that that definitely help you improve. And we see that from year to year. Oh, there's that split that you were
log.
talking about.
Yeah. I think the wood's just softer than the New Zealanders are used to, and so they're just overcutting the fronts a bit. And you see where that might cause them trouble later in later rounds. So
yeah, wonderful celebrations. So Belgium versus Sweden coming up next. That should be a nice one.
Yeah, this one should be close.
Yeah, these are two pretty evenly matched up teams. I think Sweden has a slight advantage in the tail of the tape.
It felt like that because they were really impressive in that last round. And I felt the transitions from Sweden looked really smooth. So
yeah, I think they've done a lot of training within themselves as a team, and that's the things that really matter.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to collect is one of those 15 seconds penalties. That's
right. Yep, you got to be smooth and clean on the transitions. It's just as important.
Belgium also has an interesting dynamic.
The experience from Sweden is nothing to play with as well. They bring lots of experience. They've been the same team for a long time, and I think that might give them a bit of an edge here.
Yeah, most definitely. That experience and that team camaraderie that plays a lot. But it's also one of the reasons why, you know, I think Belgium, I was going to mention earlier, it's an interesting dynamic there. Camille van Remdonk is a new addition to the team, so he's still, you know, starting to get his feet wet with that team, that crew, but he's fit in really, really well. And anytime, you know, you've got guys like Koen Martens at the top of that list there, he's always smiling, always positive, so they're bringing the team along in a really positive way, and that can sometimes create an interesting dynamic in these stressful competition situations where, you know, you might perform way over your level, and going up against a team like Sweden, you know, they might do well, they might completely crumble, who knows?
Yeah, they're a high energy team, and if they bring that, anything can happen.
So just a bit of a delay here as we get the stage all set up.
Could be worried about that stock saw loading up with fuel, maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
the line, yep, he's pointing at the line. So I experienced this last year. If they do get in a rush with the line, if it can be a little crooked and you see it last minute, it's imperative that you get them to fix it, or you know, you could be cutting good straight and then hit the line and it's all over.
So Bart Janssen out there having a discussion with Robin Cuvillier, who is the stock sawyer for Belgium. Seems like
looks like he's good with it.
He's discussed him out of the change, and yeah.
Looks nice and relaxed there.
Yeah, there's something about Kalle that's always nice and relaxed,
That's
though.
right.
Somehow.
So Matt, is that something that might get to one or two of the athletes to have that extra weight?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. The big weights, if you have your own system, right, and you just want to get prepared with the stock saw, and you have your way of doing it, and when they mess that up, it certainly can get in your head.
Blame it on the judges.
Yeah, you got to have your excuses.
I would.
Come on now.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Robin Cuvillier, very upright kind of stock sawyer, but seems to work for him. Slightly behind.
Good pace
Oh,
from
Ferry, yeah.
Ferry there, but turn second.
We've seen Kuhn and Ferry in this position many a time in the past. It looks like Ferry's got through there quicker, and Kuhn Martin's one more driver to get there. He's got to go back and cut again. Yep, he's got one more.
Get it off.
And that caused a bit of a problem as we head over to that single saw. Arnaud Goodschmidt.
Yeah, again, perfect transition.
Yeah, they're so polished as a team. It's beautiful to watch.
And Emil Hansson now on that second side of the standing block chop. He is your Swedish champion. And he is also a bit of a technician. A bit of a slip there, though. It's
sticks.
unusual for him.
Looked like he went for it in the front, shorted it a bit. Doesn't matter.
Sweden 105.43 and Camille van Remdonk.
Yep.
Hating that wood.
Yeah, shorted it as well, trying to catch up. So
I noticed that he got a lot of sticky axes, but he seems to have a system for getting it out. It almost doesn't look like it's sticky, or maybe I'm seeing it wrong.
yeah, I think it's just his style. He is so choppy and fast. It's a lot like Nate Hodges there for the U.S. Just really fast and strong guys, and so they use it to their advantage. And
Nate doesn't change his grip, though. He just stays down on the butt, doesn't he?
Yeah, with the underhand he does, yeah. Stand and block, he's going so fast, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not sliding much, but yeah, when you're going that fast, that hard, and you're that young, it's hard, especially when you're behind, to just be accurate and do everything perfect.
And the winner is Team Sweden!
Doing what they needed to do.
That's right. And it looks like they might need to stay in their front a little longer in the stand and block, and might shave some time off there. So that's something they'll be thinking about here coming up into these next rounds. Gets a little bit of a lead here in the stock saw, nice and smooth. With Ferry's pace and accuracy, he's gonna have no problem with this log.
Very different tactics.
It's very interesting, yeah.
Really early.
You see Ferry stand in the front. He's really getting all the wood out there, and it looks to pay off as he turns second but finishes first. And then once they get that big of a lead with a big man like Kalle, you're in trouble. And I honestly thought that Emil might give it away there by cutting the short front, but maybe he's just trying to see what he can get away with in this wood for tomorrow. You never know.
It's a bit more of a closed face on that first side as well.
Yeah.
He opened it up a bit more on that second side.
Yep, yeah, you can see where he scooped there and didn't hit his line in the front, and that'll be costly, so he had to go short in the front. And normally you would remember that and maybe put a little more work in the back, but He might have had a little mental lapse there and just started driving, but
now
luckily,
is there like a technical reason why one side is more closed and the other side is more open? Is it just about getting through to less wood?
yeah, you really want 45-degree angles essentially. So any time you see on those logs not a 45-degree angle, they're definitely doing something a little bit off. Now, does it matter in all wood? No, not always. When the wood's softer, you can get away with some things, but you do want to see just a perfect line, straight line to the center, you know.
Question, how much pressure is Team USA under now, having watched what Team Poland did earlier?
Yeah, luckily they're a veteran team, and I think that, again, the veteran teams, they seem to know what they have to do and do it. So let's see if they can do that here, make smart transitions, make smart plays, and pull a win out. I think our underhand advantage will prove to be strong enough, but
3 seconds and change difference between their two personal bests, so this could be interesting.
yeah,
Again,
especially coming into the standing block with two strong powerhouses in the standing here in this race.
And again, the mystery for us is always it's still the underhand chop with Marcin Dubicki.
That's right.
Maybe
Yep, we don't know what he's going to bring to the table, and if he brings his best game, if he can somewhat stay close to Matt Koger, they're going to be in this race. So
maybe the butterflies you mentioned earlier is the difference maker here. You know, seems to have improved from qualification round or time trials into that first round of 16. Now it might be a different story. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. There they go, pumping him up. That's a nice Polish thing. I love it. Locking in.
Okay, gentlemen, order your swords.
He is half a man, comparatively speaking.
Half a man, but 2 men.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in really good shape and
looks
been
great.
single bucket unreal. So let's see if he can keep it smooth.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, if it weren't for the beard, I wouldn't have recognized Mark McQueen. Nikolai Grunwald. Nice cut there. Both cookies dropped at the same time. So Nate doing a great job, and as we now head to that underhand, you can see that pace that is typical for the Dubicki boys, but
Looked like Matt had a miss hit in the front.
really going for it, and he's got through that block. Oh, but it's not that far behind as Poland is now pushing.
Wow. Yep, we got to go for it.
So Christian Kaczmarek up against Mark McQueen.
Come on, Mark.
Little stick there, but he's through, and Christian Kaczmarek is not that far behind. So it really comes down to the big man Jason Lentz going up against the young gun Simon. Simon on the other side. Could it be that the USA is going to get eliminated here today? That would be an unbelievable situation. And it might be.
Can you? No!
Oh my God! Poland has just eliminated the United States of America in an unbelievable heat in the round of 8 quarterfinals.
What a race.
Shimo, good one.
I mean, Matt Slingerland is in tears over here. Oh my goodness, that was so unexpected.
I can't not believe it, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Simon just had a little bit more in the tank there at the end, and
wow,
gave it all he got. I saw
he
him jumping around the stage. You know, he was excited, ready to go to start, and maybe that's what brought it back. Mark had a little hang in the single.
Yeah, but Jason was going strong. I still don't understand how he made that comeback.
Yeah, what?
Sensational.
Wow.
Sensational.
There, guys.
I won't chant US.
That's our first massive upset. I mean,
it ruined my bracket. Dang it.
I mean, you know,
Canada out, USA out.
It's unreal time in Timbersports.
When was the last? Oh wow.
Unbelievable.
Look at that.
Yeah, and it's just dead even here in the stock saw. Both maybe taking their time a little bit, make safe cuts against each other, and then looks like Matt Koger might have had a mishit. Hopefully we can see a replay of that. Looked like he came over in the chip side one time extra in the front, and then in the back wasn't so confident about driving it off as he normally would be, but
So that's we were 1 stroke.
Yeah,
but he was 2 ahead, and then, yeah, it looks like Mark went back to having a little bit of a struggle there at the bottom of the log right there. He has just a little hang, and
but he was still faster than Christian Kaczmarek. Yeah, he dropped the cookie before Christian did.
Yeah, we'd have to see the replays, see who got the hit in first in the stand-in block, but it would have been almost even. And
oh, look at that.
It just takes that extra hit.
Oh my God.
I just can't believe it.
That was so close. A half driver, not even. You could say a quarter drive to get that block off.
But you can see, look how bad they wanted it. They were jumping up and down. They were ready to go. They were fired up.
Team.
And yeah, you got to be hungry in this race, and you can't overlook anybody. And you can see that here.
Look at Nikolai.
Unreal. Unreal. So that'll
That's a sensation.
be a momentum swing there. So we'll see how Poland can use that to their advantage.
I might actually have to change my my bracket completely.
Yeah, can we both? Jeez.
I thought you had to have to change his shirt because he was so excited and sweaty.
Ripping my sleeves off here.
Boom.
My goodness. I mean, I knew Poland was good. I've known Poland is good. They've been on an upswing for the last few years, yeah? You could definitely see the skill level there. The surprise for me was the fact that Michał Dubicki was not here, and I was not really ready for how Marcin Dubicki paced up as we came into this quarterfinal. That was the thing that was really, for me, mind blown.
Yeah.
And guys, we're going to see a European team in the final.
That's right.
Because
a European
Sweden
team will
versus
be in the final.
Poland. I don't think this has ever happened before.
Yeah.
Yep, you could see 2 podium finishes by Europeans this year. It's a possibility.
Oh man,
and a good one with the teams that are on the.
Oh yeah,
there,
for sure.
So.
But
I'm gutted for your guys because they're
no, you're
there.
not.
They're
no, you're
there.
not.
I am a little bit. Come on. I mean, after I made my initial investment in Poland and thought, oh, Marcin, maybe not. I put USA as winning it this time, and I said there needs to be a changing of the guard. I didn't think the changing of the guard would happen in the quarterfinals, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Look at that. The crowd going wild here
What a
in
crowd.
Allianz Cloud, Milano.
Get pumped up.
Wow.
Fully sold out on both nights. So, yeah, there's a lot of people here that are really, really looking forward to some fantastic Timbersports action. And I'll tell you what, they've been treated to it here tonight. We've got a classic matchup coming up here, Floaty.
Yes.
Maybe not quite the same one as we're used to, but
yes.
Nonetheless, should be interesting.
I mean, that is a semi-final that you could expect.
Yeah,
New Zealand
that's
versus
right.
Australia, that is not a surprise. But to know that in the other semi-final, Sweden and Poland are going to be competing, wow.
Yeah, they got to be proud of themselves there, that's for sure.
Yeah, and then the Kiwis, the young Kiwis, now getting the possibility to show what they're made of.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's right, and they've really held it together today.
I mean, Cleveland Cherry, coming out of the rookies, has really showed us that he's got a massive amount of skill. He's got a massive upside. You know, the ceiling is wide open for him. We've already seen Jack Jordan. I mean, he's a 3-time champion in the trophy format. This is a trophy format, just, you know, with that four-man setup. So those are 2 guys that you could say, yeah, there's a bit of pedigree there between those 2 with experience. And so Quentin Fawcett, obviously you mentioned, you know, with the saws and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
And Chris Lord for me was the mystery man.
Yep. And he's stock sawed before, I believe, so he has a little bit of experience there, but we're talking about guys that have been chopping their whole lives, so I'm sure they can bring it together.
Well, let's see how this one goes. The favorite team, Australia, going up against a 2-time champion in Team New Zealand.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Chris Lord and Lawrence O'Toole getting right into it.
Close call.
Yep.
Yep. Dead even drop for both of them. This is the battle that you talked about earlier, Matt, between Braden Meyer and Jack Jordan.
And we'll probably see this one tomorrow too, and it's the best one you're going to get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Braden Meyer left a lot of wood on the bottom there. Is that going to be a problem?
He looks like no problem for him, and now you send it to DeLosa. That it's a close race though still.
Quentin Fawcett looking good there. DeLosa dropped it. Quentin Fawcett still got a little bit to go here as now Mitch Argent gets onto that second side. He wants it. He wants it bad.
Yeah.
And they're done. 55-2.
Yeah, with Mitch putting in 6-inch fronts all day, you're going to have a tough time.
Cleveland Cherry, 58.55, still under a minute for Team New Zealand, but they are eliminated from the race.
Yeah, and it's good for Quentin to come over and get some experience there for New Zealand in the single buck. He has a lot of experience already, but he's still young, and I think that being on the stage will help him out considerably to know what he needs to do for next year.
Absolutely. And that's really what, you know, these situations are about. You know, it's gaining that experience, gaining the knowledge in yourself in those pressure situations to be able to really develop as an athlete. So, you know, and he looks fantastic, yeah. You know, like Cleveland.
Just needs to put on a bit of weight, and
he's that guy. We'll feed him a
ready
couple
to
of
go.
burgers
That's
and
right.
give him another axe, and we're good.
Team Australia!
So Team Australia will move on to the final. Team New Zealand will battle it out in the consolation or small final. The question is, against who? We'll take a look back at the slow-mos of that heat really quickly and see if you can pick it apart for us there, Matt.
Yeah, clean pickups by both of them. Just going to be nice, smooth runs here. Nothing special. Just nice, clean cuts. And that's what you want, really, in a race like this. Send it off to those big chopping boys in the underhand, see what they can do with it. Braden's pace just looks to be unmatched here. It's power versus speed. Well, speed
and he was against Jack Jordan, so, I mean...
Yeah, the two best right there to do it, so.
And Jack was only one driver behind on the transition over to that front side. And then one driver behind on the breakthrough of the log, but then, you know.
You see the experience come through there with DeLosa.
DeLosa is insane.
And it's just, yeah, unreal advantage there. Won by about 4 or 5 strokes.
And staying calm and collected as
right.
always. Doing his job.
As always, doing what they need to do when they need to do it. That's the name of the game.
Bam.
If you can say that Mitch struggled to get the axe out on that one driver before, it's an insane thing that he dropped that head off so quickly.
Yeah, he just has such good timing, power, and I think he's really got it figured out.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, it's right.
I'm getting a bit nervous now, to be honest.
Me too.
This is historic.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see a European team get it done, and I think that that'll only raise the bar even more here in the future. So.
But I mean, both of these teams know that this is epic. This is a first timer, and the chance of Sweden beating Poland and Poland beating Sweden, you know, it's realistic for both teams. So,
but if we really look at the situation, theoretically we could have 2 teams from Europe on the podium because we also have the battle for 3rd place
and
in
they're
that
both
small
strong
final.
teams, that's right.
So whoever doesn't get through this one is going to have a battle against New Zealand in that small final, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Wow.
This is going to be a race here.
Nothing against Martin Dubitsky because I really didn't know much about his chopping abilities up until this point. But I never expected to see Poland in this position. Yeah, and that's the man
right.
we're talking about right there.
Yeah.
He has been a pleasant surprise for me and obviously for Poland because they just got themselves into a position where, you know, they could potentially be second on the podium here, or if they really pull one fly off the wall and squish it against the forehead of the other team, you know, they could be on the top of the podium.
Yeah, you never know, and I bet in this race they bring that same intensity. They've, you know, overcame USA, and such a big feat's got to pump you up a bit. So
for sure.
Yeah, and they've got to ride on that confidence. They have to use it to their advantage.
Okay, gentlemen, one of your swords.
Nikolai Grunwald looking cool as a cucumber.
No, he's done a great job so far.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. He's been really quick on the pick, and his cuts have been very, very nice and clean. Now, going up against Pontashia. Let's see how he holds his own.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, very nice
again,
take.
again.
A little faster start on Poland there.
Good clean cut. Poland's got the lead going to that underhand chop. And again, Marcin Dubitsky looking good, but Ferry, that accuracy, that pace, he's about a half driver behind Marcin as he moves over to that second side. Both of them now working that second side. And Marcin,
too early!
He's got a problem. He's through now. And now they move over. Christian Kaczmarek against it's Kalle Swadling. And Christian's been good on that single saw all day long. Kalle Swadling absolutely quick as well, looking good as Christian Kaczmarek gets through to the bottom. And now it's over to the big boys.
Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, ay, ay is right. Ay, deny is another way of saying it.
Poland and Sweden, Poland, it's anyone's game.
Oh, man.
It's going to be Poland.
Just by a bit.
Poland's got to the final. Unbelievable action from the Polish team. They are moving on to the final, eliminating Sweden by one full driver here at the end. Emil unable to keep up with the pace, and what a great job by the Polish team.
I think they're worrying about something. It's under review, yes.
I think they were worried about jumping the gun there in the single buck.
No.
He did have a little trouble getting it off there, and you just got to see. Oh, sorry, I meant the underhand, I believe. We'll see the replay here, hopefully, but.
All right.
I believe the underhand and the single transition was the issue.
Oh, that would be.
I didn't see anything, to be honest, but.
A gut punch for Poland.
I think it was when the cameras changed.
Let's just see what happens here.
Yeah, and you could see from the reaction is. Oh dear.
We have 2 penalties for Team Poland.
2.
Correct transitions between disciplines. Therefore, the winner
got it.
is Team Sweden.
Oh, so I was right on
That was
both
unbelievable.
times.
Wow.
They jumped to both the guns, all the guns.
You saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they jumped all the guns.
They jumped every gun.
Oh,
that's unfortunate. Maybe they were just a bit jittery, you know. You overcome so much, and then you get to the race you need to get to, and.
I hope we get to see that again, because it wasn't obvious for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I think with the camera changes, it makes it a little tough, but I could see a slight hesitation there when he was getting started with the single, and normally if a single bucker's hesitating at the beginning, they're worried about that go. And you see the perfect transitions here by these guys.
That's what we've been talking about.
So
they are
important,
so smooth all day long.
It does show you that the experience matters in a race like these teams' races.
It was right there when he stepped down that the saw started to move too early.
Yep, there you go.
So he didn't see the clean cut through, and they're
absolutely missing his brother right about now. He's just getting excited, trying to reach the bottom, and.
Oh, but it was like milliseconds, right?
Yeah, they held him off for, they thought long enough, and I don't know what the other transition problem they had was, but it's just an unfortunate circumstance there for a team that had really high hopes.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's a tough break for...
How much drama have we seen tonight?
So
far.
It's crazy. I mean, we've had some upsets. We've seen, this is the most DQ, well, not DQs, but the most penalty minutes, literally. Yeah. I think we've had 6 or 7 penalties of 15 seconds each throughout the entire competition. I've never seen that many ever in a team competition, not once.
Yeah, maybe the young guys coming up that we're talking about this whole time, maybe that plays a little bit of a factor in there. so many young teams. They're going to have problems to start out with, and you got to sort those out to get to where these two teams are. So,
all right. So we've got the small final coming up, and the big final as well. I mean, we talked about it. Penalties amassed all over the place. It's the most we've ever seen in years and years and years. I've never seen it. And 2 teams coming up next in the small final, Poland up against New Zealand. Could it be that Poland is going to take out New Zealand and perhaps get that 3rd place on the podium? It's possible, because the way they've cut today, they just need to clean up those transitions a bit, like you mentioned.
Yep, yeah, that's right. I would put my money on Poland in this race. They even then have a little more experience there than the New Zealand team that you're looking at today. Great choppers, but I think that experience is going to play the role here at the end. So I'd look to Poland there to maybe get that squeak that win, but you know, I'm just over here just guessing.
That's a brave call
for them. That is a brave call.
Don't mess up your transitions, right?
All right, so it's going to be an interesting small final. Then, of course, we have the big final coming up. That's you know, an epic one, because it's the first time in, well, forever that we've had a European team making it to the final.
Yeah,
the first time that I know of.
The Polish made it, got second when they had a 3-man team, I believe, in Liverpool, but that was 5-6 years ago, and that's the only other time. Yeah, and this will be the first time Europeans will be double podium for sure, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
We're not there yet, guys. You know, and I think to calm us down, we need to talk about the off season. You know, because that's very important too, to be on top of your game in the on-season.
Yeah, that's right. You got to carry it through the year. Training is really important in this sport, and as you can see on the stage, it matters. I mean, these guys are making you know, split-second decisions, and one mishit matters. One pickup wrong matters. The weight you put on the saw, it all matters. So it adds up quick. If you're not training every day, training as much as you can, you're not going to be at that top level.
And if I talk about off-season, does anyone come to your mind, Troy?
Off-season? Mm-hmm. Well, off sales, maybe, but not off-season.
well, take a look what I'm going to show you now.
Show me.
That's something you don't want to miss. Like it?
Yep, absolutely. Look forward to seeing that off-season. My on-season comes up in the wintertime, but, you know, that's just hockey.
Yeah, that seemed a little intense for you, Troy. I don't know. And the commentating's a good look, I'm telling you.
You're not seeing me flipping logs over my head either in my on-season, so, yeah.
So there we have it again. Small final, New Zealand versus Poland. And the big final, going for gold, Australia and Sweden. You guys ready for this?
First time for Sweden here, actually. So that's going to give them a huge boost. No matter what happens with them today, they're going to have a second place.
Oh, there are the medals. There are the medals.
Yeah, but they could get up there and take that top spot. But Australia is just so devastatingly good, and they just seem to get stronger as the race goes on. It's insane.
Oh, that's a nice view. Here they come.
Here comes what we've all been waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
So, Matt, your prediction is going to be Poland taking it from New Zealand?
Yeah, I got to make that call. I think the Polish.
I'm with you on that one as well. Because Poland's going to be cutting angry in this one because of those mistakes they made in the previous
So I'm going to go against you two guys.
Perfect. We needed a little competition up here. Since I don't get to compete, I need something going.
Oh, we can have a thumb war afterwards,
right? Oh, yeah, perfect.
A little thumb wrestling.
Yeah.
We'll have the thumb wrestling world championship between our staff in here, and let's get ready to thumble.
And I didn't know it got that serious, but
you have no
guess
idea.
I'll get filled in here later.
Welcome to the team, yeah. But I definitely think this is going to be a really close one.
It will be, yeah. I think the single buck's going to be really important here because Quentin's going to have to really step it up against Poland.
Yeah, Christian's been really, really solid in the single all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, Quentin, no slouch.
No slouch.
We've seen some fantastic runs from him. And Christian, we've seen a couple of times where, you know, he's worried a little bit and kind of shortcut that on the back, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think he can bring the pace. It's whether he can get the stroke count down.
You want to know why I'm going with New Zealand?
Because you don't like us.
Yeah, that's the first reason. And, and the second reason is that the Poles have had like 3 runs within 20 minutes.
Yeah, good point. I didn't think about that, but
that might make that
for sure,
small difference.
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot of mental going on there. You win a huge race and then you lose a huge race and you're right back into it. It's
either that it's going to drag you down or it's going to give you that angry fighting spirit. Let's see.
Stand to your
That's
timber.
you, Troy.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, quick start by Poland there.
Yeah, Nikolai Grunwald got on that saw real quick. He's been solid all day long. They're quick to it. Heading to the underhand
it is that close call.
Marcin up
Looks
against
like
Jack Jordan. Jack to the other
front.
side.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcin right there with
What
them, though.
the-
Look
no.
at the pace between these two guys here. Jack's through. Marcin got a couple more to go, and he's done it now.
Again.
He did it again.
No, I think they're okay this time, though.
Yeah,
I think the
they're
transition
okay.
was okay this time because we saw Nikolai
Yeah,
there.
but he stepped off again before
They're
he
just
finished.
wasting time is all.
Oh,
New
big push.
Zealand.
Christian Kazmarek, and now over.
No way!
Simon
You're going to be in
Grunwald,
trouble.
Cleveland Sherry going against these guys. Simon Grunwald over to the other side.
Oh,
Oh
look
my
at that
goodness,
log
look at
just
that log.
disappear.
Just fell apart. And there he's done it, 53.99.
The confident fist bump.
If they do get 59.89 for New Zealand, if they do get dinged here, I don't think they're going to get dinged Poland for their timing. I hope not, at least.
Yeah.
But wow, that log exploded under the power of Simon Grunwald on the standing block.
Yeah, that was pretty unreal cut there in the standing block. It took advantage of the good wood and just absolutely blasted it off.
They seem like they could take another 3 or 4 runs with all that adrenaline inside of them.
I mean, really,
Yeah,
if you
talking about
look
the
at the
most fit
team
team.
lineups, both these teams are pretty young,
Yeah.
you know, in general, yeah?
And I can't wait to see Shimon tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It looks
boy
like he's
is
in
on.
strong
I mean, it's not a
form.
boy; he's a guy. He really wants this.
Yeah, strong form for sure.
And the winner is Team Poland.
So no mishaps.
Unbelievable, sensational, fantastic.
So Poland has 3rd place on the podium today. That's your first European crew on the podium. Now the question is, what position is Sweden going to get on that podium up against Australia? I think we kind of know the answer here. But
2 European
you never
teams.
know, right?
You never do know.
2 European teams on the podium.
All right, let's
Crazy.
break this down again, Matt.
Great. Yeah, we look pretty even here in the stock saw once again. You got a tall order to go against Jack Jordan. He put a nice safe 8-hit front in, pretty standard. He got around and got it off safe, maybe knowing that that Marcin is just a little bit wilder on the backside here. So you see him have that trouble, and that's the race for you. Is once you don't come off a couple of hits behind Jack, there's no catching him. So.
Oh, and we saw the start of the single saw for New Zealand was a little bit
And he had a
troublesome.
hang at the bottom too, so
Yeah.
you'll probably see that here in a second. And just had a bit tougher of a go. Maybe he's trying a little bit harder, knowing what's at stake, and it'll cost you. But look at that slab. I mean, if you can't tell me that's bad wood. So, and he just absolutely gets the slope, brings those hits from high up, and just crushes it.
Nice.
Look at the joy in the faces.
So this is an excellent result for Poland today.
1, go!
And there it is again, the trophy, the medals. We already know who's earned bronze.
Yeah, we know who's good.
But who's going home with gold and who's going home with silver? Here is your big final.
It's a bad luck to touch the trophy on the way by.
Yeah, I don't touch the trophy before the race.
It's a funny thing in sport, hey?
Yeah,
People,
right?
The athletes will not touch the
I get
championship
close.
trophy before they actually...
I get close. I give it a little sniff, you know? See what it's going to feel like to hold it up, and then, yeah, no touching. Maybe I should start taking selfies with the trophy, and it'll just come true.
That might
you know,
help, yeah.
Maybe that's the move.
That's a positive reinforcement, you know?
So, Matt, what do you think? Is Australia going to go for a world record, or are they going to play it safe under inverted commas? Because, I mean,
I think
they are the clear favorites.
I think that you have to, if you're Lawrence O'Toole, play it safe because time penalties will matter here. So I think he will personally play it safe. I think there's no playing it safe after that. I think they absolutely destroy their
I don't
logs.
think they can play it safe against Sweden
there is
because
no-
they're going to be highly motivated, and you know they've got some excellent talent on that side.
Yeah, Lawrence's experience, you're going to see him know his guys, know what they can bring, and just make a nice, clean run, I believe. And
but they're going for gold, not for a world record.
But they're
if you
going
ask
for
me.
gold and not for a world record. I agree.
That's what I would think.
And that would be smart of them to do. When you're going for world records, bad things can happen.
Right.
You want it just to happen naturally.
An organic world record is what we saw last year, 2 times in a row, in fact, and that was their 9th world championship as a team. This potentially could be their 10th, and that is a
to your timber.
An amazing feat.
Unbelievable team.
2, 1, go!
So there's the safe pickup. He's got it in the wood nice and clean, so you're going to see him just fly from here. Slight lead for
Swan
Sweden.
gets into it. Bradenmeyer off to that second side quickly, as always for him. Oh, what a fantastic transition by Ferry Swan. He hopped and hit right away, but he is pretty well behind at this point now. Brad DeLosa doing what he does best. Kalle Swadling right there with him, trying to catch up to the legend from Australia. Brad DeLosa's through and passes it off to Mitch Argent.
Oh, with a hang too.
Kalle Swadling got that last little piece off the bottom too. It looked like he was maybe going to break off the cookie, but he stayed with it. And Australia has it in 47.84. Like you mentioned, no world record, but they are 10 times world champions. Unbelievable.
Sensational.
A great time, a sensational time for Sweden. Well under a minute there, and they are your silver medalists, and that's probably their best result ever.
Yeah, absolutely is. And good on them for that, and what a good race to try to be a part of. So I'll look for them to build later. I think they'll be hungry after that one. So
yeah, for sure. You can be super proud. I mean,
yeah, the closer you get to it, the hungrier you're getting.
Yeah. But you tell the Swedish team before the competition starts, you're going home with silver. They would have loved it.
Yeah, that's right. Same with Poland, just being on the podium. It's an amazing thing with all these teams out here. Anything can happen, and getting on that podium is nothing to laugh about.
And only one overseas team on the podium is
shocking. Shocking.
I would have said that, but yeah, maybe.
For me, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. Let's be honest. It's not a massive surprise that Australia is your winner once again.
Yeah.
They're just so solid. Their team dynamic works through and through. They're always bringing in guys that seem to complement the skill set that they need to be able to continue being good and being solid and winning and winning and winning and continuing that tradition on. The surprise for me today was the exit of the USA, the early exit of Canada, you know, and the way that Poland came from, I'm going to say, pretty much behind after the time trials to be in the position they're in now in 3rd place on the podium. And that's the first time where we're seeing 2 European teams on that podium. In the last years, it's been the USA, Canada, and New Zealand dominating those positions up there on that other spots on the podium other than Australia.
And by the way, there's the slow motion of that winning race.
Yep, it's going to be a beautiful thing to watch here on the Australian part. They're just going to make clean, smooth cuts. They're masters at knowing exactly what they need to do and when they need to do it. and they bring it to every race, and so that's what you're seeing here.
So what could have Ferry done differently on that to get him a couple of notches ahead to keep up with Braden Meyer, if that's even possible?
Yeah, I want to say gain 150 pounds would be my best bet, but that might be hard for him to do. So I'm going to go with in the front of that log, he could have got his bottom wood out a little bit better. I saw a big wall of wood there at the bottom, and I think he probably was just knowing that he's going against Braden, and you have to put your all out there and maybe skip a hit or two, and either it works or it doesn't. And in this case, it just didn't work out for him. The intensity there.
Yeah, they gave it all. I mean,
yep.
Nothing to complain about, and for sure happy faces on both sides.
Yeah,
Great
just getting
pictures.
to that race is a hard thing to do. It's great for both.
So let's hear what they have to say.
Here with Team Australia, 10th time world champions for the team championship. That was an incredible event, an incredible performance. How difficult was also to enter this arena knowing to be the team to beat?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty hard to back the last year's win up. You know, we put a lot of hard work into it this year, and we'd just like to thank Andre Rossi for all of his help this week. You know, we were out there at Lake Maggiore, and it was a great area to train, and, you know, we can't thank Italy enough. You know, it's a great country.
È stato sicuro, facciamogli un applauso. È stato sicuramente difficile arrivare qua, abbiamo lavorato duro anche quest'anno per raggiungere, questo è il senso delle sue parole, per raggiungere questo risultato. And this is an incredible result, an incredible achievement. 5 times in a row, then 6 times in a row, 10th World Championship going in double figure, per cui siete passati a doppia cifra, 10º campionato mondiale. How proud are you all guys about this?
Yeah, no, it's definitely great to win, and even better to win with these blokes. You know, we've been a team for a while now, and they make it really easy to get the job done. I'd like to thank Stihl Australia, our helpers, Bruno, Renee, the team and the crew. We've got a great package here from Australia, and we always bring our best.
Sono senza parole, sono veramente molto contenti di tutto quello che è successo e di aver raggiunto questo momento, questo risultato. Okay, I'm just switching here because you are 4 and you are in the team, of course, with the 2 guys in reserve. And how do you feel? How is the feeling to be part of this victorious team?
Oh yeah, it feels pretty bloody good, I can tell you that. 6 in a row, 10 all up. You know, a lot of hard work goes into that. A lot of these boys put in countless hours training. You know, the whole Chopperoos, everyone that's been a part of it, everyone that's helped us train over the years. Dale and Myers from back home, Australia, sponsoring us. So, yeah, couldn't wish for a better win with these boys, and yeah, love it.
Un grandissimo risultato, 10 titoli, 6 di fila, chiaramente un grandissimo risultato anche far parte di questo team, importanti anche le riserve, gli sparring partner, un grandissimo vantaggio. L'ultima domanda, just the last question, I'm just arriving to you. Do you want for yourself and for your team to dedicate to someone this victory?
No, just dedicate it to a great team. You know, it's been a really great experience, and to win 10 titles, I think that's the first time in Timbersports history that any team or individuals run 10 titles, so that's great. And yeah, the Team Australia crew and all the supporters that look after us from home is really much appreciated.
Una grandissima esperienza far parte di questo team, arrivare fino a questo momento. Un grande ringraziamento a tutti i miei compagni di squadra e a tutti in Australia e a tutti i fans. Fategli un applauso ancora una volta. The World Champions Team Australia!
Wow, that was a bit of emotion in
that.
Huh?
I thought Mitch was maybe going to drop a tear or two as he was talking there about the boys, but you could see,
nice, love it.
You could see the care that they have for each other, the love they have in that team. So that speaks a lot for how they work as a cohesive unit. And then, like I mentioned earlier, bringing in new young talent to really supplement and complement the power that they have, and maybe. I wouldn't say weaknesses, because I don't think you can find a weakness in the Australian team, but to be able to come in and have somebody fill in a spot like Cody Steers, for instance, if they need him to go on the underhand, which they did earlier.
Yeah, that's right. They can just switch it up anyway. And they are strong no matter what. So
Seems like.
It's super impressive every time, and maybe that 10th one got him a little teary-eyed because Big 10.
Double digits.
So there we have it once again, you know, the final results of a great competition night. I mean, this was one of a kind. I've never witnessed anything like this, and I think I heard and felt it from your
Absolutely.
reactions to everything.
Yeah, it was unreal racing, and I knew it was going to be close. I had a feeling that we'd have some mix-arounds, but to unfortunately see the USA struggle a bit there is tough for me, but to see the Europeans really step it up and bring that heat, maybe it'll get some teams going, you know what I mean? So I think it's all around so great for the sport and great for us athletes.
That sounds dangerous for future years. Troy, you ready for the prize-giving ceremony?
I am absolutely ready for the awards ceremony here. It's been, you know, like you mentioned, the ups and downs have been wild. One of the most exciting world championships we've ever had, and looks like the stage is ready behind us on the big arena. So let's head over there and hand out medals.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I like medals.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
A lot of champagne on that stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the champagne's fun too, but you got to watch your back.
Yeah. But you notice that the people that are handing out the awards and the camera people scatter the minute the bottles get touched.
Gentlemen,
So,
welcome
Soren
to
taking
the
over.
official awarding ceremony of the Stihl Timbersports Team World Championship 2025 in Milano. Al terzo posto e vincitore della medaglia di bronzo. On third place and winner of the bronze medal, Team Poland. The bronze medalists, put your hands together once again. Team Poland. And the bronze medal will be presented by Ingrid Jägering, Executive Board Member, Stihl. È il momento delle medaglie di bronzo, facciamo ancora una volta un applauso. Polska, Team Poland, the bronze medalist. Okay, one is missing, one is arriving. The fifth member, Team Poland again for the bronze medal. Secondo posto e vincitore della medaglia d'argento. Second place and winner of the silver medal. Put your hands together for Team Sweden! Sverige! The entire team with the 6 members will be awarded. And the silver medal will be presented by Massimo Gallo, General Manager, Stihl Italy. And come on, Swedish supporters, this is your silver medal. Put your hands together for Team Sweden. Team Poland, the bronze on the third place. Team Sweden, the silver on the second place. Team Sweden! Primo posto, campione del mondo e vincitore della medaglia d'oro degli Stihl Timbersports World Championships 2025. The first place, world champions and winners of the gold medal of the Stihl Timbersports World Championship 2025. For the 10th time, the 6th in a row, Team Australia! E ancora una volta per l'Australia! The gold medal will be presented by Rui Andrade, Area Manager, Livha Export AG. E facciamogli ancora una volta un applauso. Hanno scritto la storia, sono andati in doppia cifra, hanno vinto il 10° titolo mondiale, sono arrivati da favoriti e non era facile mantenere vive le speranze fino in fondo, ma è stato un dominio per il team Australia. With the Team Poland as bronze, the Team Sweden as silver, we are presenting the trophy to the winning team, and it's Mr. Michael Traub, Chairman of the Management Board, Stihl, to award the World Champions, Team Australia! Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of the winning team, we will now hear the national anthem of Australia. Advanced Australia pair. Once again, Team Poland, Team Sweden, and the champagne shower for Team Australia. The world champions of the Stihl Timbersports Team World Championship 2025, together with silver and bronze. E adesso diamo il benvenuto a tutti i team. Team Canada, Team France, Team Netherlands, then Team Belgium. Facciamo un applauso, è il momento di celebrare tutti. Ci sono state le grandi storie, ci sono state le lacrime di gioia, i sorrisi di gioia. Arrivano anche i francesi, Team Germany here, Team Czech Republic. Then arriving also Team Austria. E sale sul palco anche in team di casa, facciamolo in grandissimo applauso, Team Italia!
Fantastic scenes. How good was that?
I had to quote my friend Matt Beadle, scenes, it's absolute scenes here, yeah? But yeah, it really was an amazing event. Everything that could have happened did happen. We had a ton of penalty minutes or seconds given out that changed the trajectory of a few of the teams out there. Some surprises. You and I both were like, what?
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what makes it interesting and makes it fun, and that's why we enjoy what we do, and we hope we brought it out to you guys out there.
Yep.
What about yourself, Matt? First time with us in the studio?
Yeah, it's been great. You guys are great, so everything's going good there. But, yeah, that's why you race, right? Because it's anybody's game, and anything can happen.
That is true.
That's what we saw today. So.
Except for Australia.
Yeah,
they always win
well,
at the end of the
can
day,
we count
don't they?
them? I don't know, you know.
What about tomorrow, guys? Hopefully you're going to join us again tomorrow because it's going to be just as awesome, right?
Yeah, you better do it. Yeah, no, it'll be awesome. It'll be one of the closest races I think we'll ever see here in World Championships. All the competition's gotten really fast. Everybody's kind of closed that gap, so to speak. So I think you're going to see a lot of action, and I think you're going to see some upsets, as we did today.
Oh, yeah. Troy, any last words from your side?
Looking forward to the individual competition tomorrow. It's going to be mad. It's going to be mad. So do join us for that. It's going to be super fun.
So it's time to say goodbye to the world for the moment with the highlights of the day. See you tomorrow, guys.
See you, everyone.